And die. Good morning. Welcome to the one, the only Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom. At the news desk, it's Christie Lee. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
We're going to have to talk about that. There's Josh Arnold. Chickster. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I love that song.
Yes.
Hope You Die. A little bit of John Wayne.
What do you think of that hat?
The Godwin's wearing, I like it.
Yeah?
It's got a bone skeleton.
Yeah, my fishing cap.
Or a bone skeleton. A fish skeleton.
Oh, that's what that is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was some kind of weird script.
No.
Pat has been sporting different hats following a...
tragic haircut.
It's a rough time with the haircut. It's pretty much growing back, though, right?
Yeah. All
Okay.
white, yeah.
Are we going to get a little preview today?
Yeah, next year.
Next year.
Oh,
Okay.
today? Oh, no.
Okay.
Not ready. I'm not ready.
Just checking. Well, it's great to be here. Thanks very much for joining us. I've got an announcement to make, but it's going to take me a couple of minutes. I got to search for something.
All right.
Right. Well, there's no better time to search for something than right now.
Yeah,
you go ahead and take your time.
Okay. Go ahead. You guys talk among yourselves.
Chick, what's the latest on AR? Anybody call him AR?
AR, A-Rod? That never really caught with Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. Alex Rodriguez, who's, we're all in agreement, he's a giant prick, right? Alex Rodriguez?
I met him once.
Do we not care for him?
That seems to be the general consensus, but I'll tell you what, nice to me.
So here's the thing.
And that was before he was a fan of mine.
I'm up for anything. If you guys want to say he sucks, he sucks. But if he's a nice guy, I'll go along that way, too.
All I can say was he was nice.
Got a nice guy over here. Tom, your thoughts?
A-Rod?
Alex Rodriguez. What do you think? He's on Shark Tank now, right? He's like
every now and again.
Every now and again, he's on Shark Tank.
What's he like on that?
Is A-Rod the guy that did the gold panties?
No, that was Jeter.
Jeter.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I don't know.
I'll never forget though. A-Rod. I mean, it was as deliberate as anything, and he claims when he went to slap the ball out of the first baseman's mitt when he was running. Do you remember this during a playoff game against Boston?
Yeah,
it was so embarrassing.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than you think he is.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, Ace, do you have any thoughts on Alex Rodriguez?
I don't know enough about him.
All right, okay.
There have been a lot of people that have bad reputations who I got along with great.
I get that.
They're afraid of you, Ace. That's that vibe you give off.
What is it about Ace that you're
teddy
terrified
bears?
of, other than the obvious for you?
It's what is that? What
is it?
You know that movie where Peter Sellers people project all of this wisdom on him?
Being there?
Being there, yeah. Ace has the same thing. Not really sure what you're dealing with, so therefore
Ace doesn't have the same. No.
Therefore, you assume.
Let's get a female opinion. Christy, do you have any thoughts about feelings about Alex Rodriguez?
He makes too much damn money. Wasn't he the one that had the huge contract in baseball, like the very first?
$250 million for 10 years.
Yeah. That's what started me being pissed.
Hey,
remember that?
It's not your money. They're paying him.
I know.
Here's something: $250 million over 10 years. That's a bargain now.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that
Think
something?
about
That's
that.
a big-time bargain.
I feel terrible for Aaron Rodgers. I really do. But it does have the $75 million guaranteed to lean back on.
Anyway, yes, it was made official yesterday that Aaron did indeed tear his Achilles.
Achilles. Let's go with Achilles. Doesn't that sound badass?
I don't know why you're saying Achilles.
I don't either.
But I wish you'd stop.
Hey, Achilles, give me the ball.
All right.
Did it again.
All right. If Willie were here, he'd be beating us.
All right, Eddie Murphy.
Josh, will he listen to you, you think?
There was a time.
That's what I thought.
You're his favorite.
Over the years, I've proven to be such an idiot. He no longer listens to me.
Christy seems upset that you're his favorite.
No, I'm not. I love it.
I do. Well,
I love that he loves you so
You're
much.
wearing somewhat of a Griswoldian top today.
Yeah, I'm on safari today.
I like it.
Got my necklace from Africa.
It
yeah.
is nice.
You got a double boob pocket thing going there.
What?
Yeah, each boob has a pocket.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not trying to be critical here.
I am your boobs. Or, well, no, not critical at all. I'm just trying to be perfect.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a pocket over each breast.
Yeah, double pockets like you like.
Yeah, no, I'm not wearing one today.
Why
but-
don't they have a pocket over our penis in our pants? Like
Why
two
do you-
pockets on the
Oh,
side
I
and
see
a
what you
pocket in
mean.
the front. Why
They
not?
do.
What would you put in your penis pocket?
I don't
Rocket?
know.
Did you put a rocket in
I
there?
don't know, but maybe a rocket in my pocket. You don't know.
Maybe
Why can't we do that? You
A pencil?
House
they
key?
They're even called breast pockets. Are they not?
Yes.
Why aren't they called Peter pockets?
Yes.
because no one has one.
Well,
Well, I
Well,
say
they-
we put a stop to that.
the time has come.
I've had it with all this
Spare
feminine.
change. Excuse me while I get my change.
And you start digging around.
Pardon me.
Oops, is that a nickel? Are you happy to
Let's
see
see
me?
here. How much is a cup of coffee in this place?
Come here, young man. Can you fish out a few quarters? You can keep them.
Could we call it a cocket?
Maybe not.
Yes.
Then go right ahead.
See, this is the way that we win these big awards. And now we've arrived on the cocket.
It's not bad.
Now there was, of
I have
course.
a Potchawatomi.
Now you're familiar with the fine
God.
the fine book Soul on Ice.
Nope. Never heard of it.
No one living is, except you. But go ahead.
Ace, are you familiar with Soul on Ice?
Of course Ace is.
No.
No, of course not.
What year?
Soul on ice.
Oh God, what was that? 68.
Soul on ice.
We have to pause, and I have to point out how genuinely shocked Tom is that Ace is not familiar with the book.
Well, I mean, it's an
Soul on Ice.
interesting book written by Eldridge Cleaver, who was a significant figure in the Black Power movement. And Mr. Cleaver, years later, developed a pair of trousers in which the male member actually had its own sleeve. Remember this? So you had your two traditional pant legs. Then in the middle there was a sleeve for the male member. I'm serious.
Right, yeah. And
I remember
somebody
it.
showed us a photo.
Yeah, we saw a picture.
This is real, and it was kind of an interesting thing because Eldridge Cleaver went from being a radical member of sort of the Black Power community in the Panthers, a rather unusual fashion statement. It did not take off. Your headphones are bleeding.
Sorry.
It did not
That was
take
my
off.
voice, actually.
That was his voice.
Did not take off. Look it up. Google Eldridge Cleaver in the pants.
We believe you.
So the pocket for you want a pocket in the just below the belly button.
A cocket. Right in the middle.
That seems a little.
Can you
harsh.
lock it?
Then don't let nobody hock it.
I keep my special locket in my cocket.
Some call it a pocket. I call it
How about a
cocket.
dick drawer?
Christie has one of those.
Now you're being silly.
Oh, sorry.
Sorta.
Now you're just being
I'm sorry.
silly.
We have a special announcement to make.
Oh, we do?
If you'll give me just a second. Do you have a drum roll?
I like that drum roll.
That's an announcement. Go ahead.
That is really not good. I want to congratulate Mike Fullington of Rockwall, Texas, our Week 1 winner, won himself the Big Green Egg Mini-Max. He got 15 out of 16 games correct. There was a two-way tie for first place, but Mike won the tiebreaker. He gets the correct winner of the Monday Nighter, actually.
All right.
The Jets-Buffalo game. And he was also closest to the correct score of the tiebreaker game, only off by 3 points. Mike, the only one he got wrong was the Detroit-Kansas City game, which was, of course, a big win for Detroit. In any event, congratulations to Mike. Mike gets himself the Big Green Egg Mini-Max, and he'll be joining us tomorrow on the Shoe-In of the Week. He'll get to pick against Chick McGee.
Hopes are high, yes.
I bring this up because this is your
He might be
opportunity
busy.
to participate in this for Week 2. It's a fresh start for everybody. Get your picks in before the Thursday Nighter starts. And the way it works is you go to bobandtom.com/contest. Just pick the winners. Forget about the point spread. None of that matters. Just pick all the games and see how you do. Have some fun.
Okay, I'm ready now with the drum roll.
Hey, we had a winner in the Bob and Tom Green Egg Mini-Max competition. He's Mike Fullington
Fully.
of Rockwall, Texas. All right, go Rockwall. We'll look forward to talking. We're going to talk to Mike tomorrow, I think. Okay, you can.
What? My fault? Dear old friends.
Oh.
Monday, towards the end of the show, Tom was talking about Chick going 0-4, then started talking about the Monday night game between the Bills and the Jets. Chick says, well, I hope he doesn't get hurt. talking about Aaron Rodgers. I don't remember that, but okay. Robert contends that I put it out there and I made it happen. I'm not sure if I'd go that far, but okay. Robert has been listening since he was 16 years old. He's now 40. I can't get through my day without hearing you guys. Thank you for making over half my life full of laughs.
That's nice.
That's Robert in Reno.
Thanks, Robert.
You had a really interesting, you quoted you can't call it a tweet.
I'll be behind the couch. Yeah. No, that's not a joke.
No, what is it? You can't call it a tweet. Is it called an X?
We still call it tweets.
Yeah.
Twitter,
Nobody is.
It's not called Twitter anymore.
Not
It's
catching
X.
on.
So it's like Prince, formerly known as Twitter, formerly known as Prince, or the artist. Someone tweeted a couple hours before the game. Remember this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at 6:30 Eastern, some guy said, wet turf, MetLife Stadium. It's the worst turf in the league. We're 2.5 hours away from Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles tendon. And it absolutely happened. And pretty much 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's sad all around. We'll be hearing something about that today. Right now, on a very positive note, let's talk about great food. Kickstart the fall with some great food from HelloFresh. How does HelloFresh work? It's real simple. They do the shopping. That means they're the ones in the grocery store looking for all the fresh ingredients. And then they give you, did I mention they do all the measuring? So what you're getting is a kit ready to rock. And some of these kits now are, you can complete them in 10 or 15 minutes. This is a really cool thing. And they've got, of course, time-saving breakfasts and lunches and dinners and snacks. It's all at HelloFresh with a whole new look. They're still doing 40 recipes a week. You get these beautiful cards that show you how to put everything together. So what do you got over there, Christy?
We have beef flautas supreme with pico de gallo and smoky red pepper crema. Takes 5 minutes to prep it, 30 minutes to cook it, and boom, you've got this beautiful.
Looks
look
delicious.
It does look delicious. All the pictures, only 4 steps, easy to do.
You're going to be able to make stuff you can't even pronounce. That's how good this stuff is. So join America's #1 meal kit today. HelloFresh. Right now, get 50% off plus 15% off the next couple of months if you use this code 50BT Show. That's 50BT Show. HelloFresh.com/50BT Show. They got a bunch of quick and easy recipes. Save time. Don't waste your time wandering around the grocery store. And they've done the measuring too. It's America's #1 meal kit. And now is a great opportunity to check it out. HelloFresh.com/50BT Show. That's right. 50BT Show is the code that you are going to need. Christy, what have you got coming up?
Oh, boy, have we got some great stuff. We have a farting dog on an airplane. We have a...
Can I interrupt for just a second?
Yes.
It's not just a farting dog on any airplane. It's a huge dog on a 13-hour international flight.
Yes. There's that.
I think I want one of those really big dogs, like a big Irish wolfhound or something. I want like an 8-foot dog.
Those are so beautiful.
And they're so lovable.
Spent part of the weekend with a beautiful Newfoundland. A 13-year-old Newfoundland.
Not big enough.
I have a friend who has 2 beautiful Newfoundlands. Oh, they're so sweet.
Do you know how big a loaf of bread is?
Yeah?
That's the kind of sack you need when you walk this dog to scoop it
boy.
up. Yeah, that's right.
Not talking about
fill up a bread bag with poop?
That's right. They're big.
Yeah, we have a new Apple phone coming, and Tom gets to do his I Was Right dance about decongestants coming up.
Yeah.
Remember when that happened?
Oh, he was in here when you weren't here. Telling the story. I told Christy a million times. That doesn't do anything.
Yep.
I'm important. Stuff like that.
No, not important. Just correct, as usual. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Paul. And this
Mummy Cass, would you be kind enough to play one more song for us? Then we'll take a little break and come back with more. Is that possible?
Yes.
All right, baby. We're going to give you a song about a hot dog vendor.
Oh, yeah. Hot dog vendor. Oh, I love this one.
Who doesn't like a good wiener, baby? Here we go, baby. He's coming for you. He's gonna catch you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna catch you. Attack of the wiener man. Late at night when the bars are closing, the alcohol takes its toll, and the drinkers need the favorite vendor. I taste the street of sausage splendor. Oh, man's got the perfect combine. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the Wiener Man. He wears a patient out in the street. All the honeys want to sample the meat. He can't help but relish the fact the footlong keeps you coming back. I watch you feeling safe and cold. That's when the Wiener Man makes his move. Scream when your mouth is full. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the Wiener Man. Crouch. He's gonna get you. Attack of the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the Wiener Man. Attack of the Wiener Man. Attack of the Wiener
Wiener, baby. Oh, that was just brilliant. You got to see the Mummies just to see the choreography.
I just wish they played better. What's the problem?
A little tighter.
Holy hell, yeah.
John Coltrane would be
Man,
saying to the
I've
guy,
never seen one played hands-free. That guy.
how did you do that sax solo? God, that was
He's
great.
got extra appendages, man.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Oh, wow. That's just brilliant.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course,
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
it's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Oh, is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Hey guys, my dad has a new album out called Under the Bed, and it would really help a lot if you were to check that out, so I can go to college. Please.
Upgrade boss. I want him to buy one. I've almost got him, Donnie. Okay. The badass wave buster, beast on the water.
And tell Chick he looks thinner and he'll buy it.
You get a free tube if you're not a lard queen or like pork.
I ain't even gave my pager number, man.
Donnie, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, Donnie.
Get back to work, Randy. You screwed it up anyway.
Hi, this is Mike McRae, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christie Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
What I do?
Every morning, Christie, I think people are savvy enough about how media works and broadcast presentations. We have pieces of paper we look at. Sometimes we look at our computer screens. Other times we look at our pieces of paper.
Look.
You know that the story doesn't run border to border on the paper.
No, I have to cut them up.
Every morning she has to take a pair of
they're
scissors.
little.
And so you have this every morning.
I do it in my room, my office. You'd never hear it normally.
Getting ready to do the news.
I think it's cute that she does that. Yeah.
What can we do to
Everything
cut sports?
I do bothers you.
I'm sorry, hang on a second. We got a comment.
Maybe Christie. Maybe
what was that?
Maybe you could cut Chick Sportscast in half.
I've tried
vertically.
When I do it for him, he says I give him fortune cookie sports.
It is.
Oh, that is funny. Yeah, she will hand you a floppy little strip.
Here, I found this story for
Here's
you.
a story for you. And
then when she gives me something, she does it the same way every time. Here, I know you hate me, but here. I don't want to get in your way, but
did she give you any stories this morning?
Huh?
No, I didn't.
I don't think so. But she cut her news up, and she's ready to go. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom. I'm trying to be less crabby. I apologize.
Oh, I know. The best way
really
to be less.
trying.
The best way to be less crabby is to just enjoy life and just embrace the great qualities of life, such as. Wait a minute. How about a delightful episode of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day?
Can't find the button. It took him that long to find that button.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
I asked my phone.
Oh, come on.
I asked my phone.
No, from now on, you have to, hey, Chick.
Hey, Chick.
Yeah.
I asked my phone, Siri, why am I so bad with women?
Oh, what did it say?
It said, I'm Alexa, you moron.
That's funny. He's so bad with women, he even gets those two confused.
Got the name wrong.
Calls her by the wrong name.
That's a very good, very contemporary joke. And also important today because yesterday was the big announcement from the iPhone people.
That's
Have
right.
you seen iPhone 15, right? That's coming
Yeah.
out. You can order it next this
Get
Friday.
it the 22nd.
Have you seen the price?
Well,
Yes, things cost money. Anyway.
They've been that way for a while.
yeah.
I can tell it's coming because my phone seems to be slowing down.
Have you seen that you can change? I knew you could do this. You could have Siri call you anything you want, like big chief giant penis or whatever.
What?
Or you can have mine calls me Chick. So, but there was online. They had this guy. He said, Siri, you need to call me HA. Mm-hmm. And he kept saying that for it seemed like a really long time. But then when Siri says that, Siri will call you so Siri sounds drunk. You see why that's funny?
Of course, funny.
You get a nice laugh. Do you want to give us a little bit of that iPhone 15 update action?
Yeah, they unveiled the new iPhone now requires a USB-C charger cable.
Like I said,
replacing the lightning plug.
It's about time.
Well, no, see, you can blame
Europe.
I forget, it's like Luxembourg or something.
Yeah, the European people with regulations.
The European Union requires that they all have to have the same, what do you call it, port. So you will no longer be able to use the, whatever it is.
Lightning
worldwide
cable.
They have to be the same
Yes,
port.
okay. Well, no, and they have to in Europe. So if you want to sell them in Europe, you have, so they're
Well, why have ours been different up till now? I don't understand.
Why?
They're only allowing one port and one charger.
So it should be the Lightning. It should be America's choice.
Well, it's not.
Well, that's the problem with the world.
You know, I've always had my eye on. God knows I love London. The only thing I'd miss here would. I can't think of anything right now, but I'm sure I would. What's the deal on the plugs? They don't even look like electrical plugs.
Yeah,
they're little round.
They have little, yeah.
The only plugs are American plugs.
American plugs. Let's everybody switch over to us.
The big thing is, so in other words, how do I word this? There are going to be a lot of landfills full of lightning cables.
Well, I mean, for those of us who are still keeping our phones, I mean, is it C, the old one, the one before? Use it for the iPad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have just as many of USB-Cs as I do of Lightning.
They're the older ones.
This is going to be seamless.
Easy. Yeah.
It's going to be seamless for me.
I got you. This isn't some new plug.
No.
This is a great day for the compound.
Everything has to be, all the new stuff will be USB-C.
That's a good idea, though. I think it's a good idea.
Oh, overall, it is.
Yeah.
Well, they were concerned that...
this one, yeah.
Yeah, this one. The one that's in... Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Apple was monopolizing them.
Premium models.
I prefer the Lightning, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
You like saying lightning?
I always forget it's called Lightning. No, it goes in both ways.
Oh, you can flip. Well, so does the C. You can flip it over. Up and down. Absolutely. Yep.
Which is one that has the flat bottom and the rounded?
That's the USB-A.
Oh, God. Okay.
USB-A has a bottom and a top.
So but you don't have to worry about that one at all.
No, if you're doing that, you probably have a Victrola if you've got that one.
Okay. There's, like I said, a landfill full of cords and
Premium models will be equipped with what Apple said is the equivalent of 7 camera lenses and will include a periscope-style telephoto lens that will improve the quality of photos taken from far distances.
Can you go up periscope?
I don't think you can, but...
Every iPhone they've released since I can remember. Whoa, this camera is going to be amazing. Every single
the basic.
Hey, listen, Mr. Crabapple, as my mom would say, open up your phone. How many photographs do you have on your phone? Right?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing
How
to do
many
with the quality
photos
of the
do
camera.
I have?
This is a quantity question.
16,998.
Okay, check.
2774. Not very many.
No,
2,000. What is it?
But this is
2,000.
2774.
Okay.
2,774. I'm not giving you the number correctly.
That's correct. I want to compare apples to apples. I have 45,672 with 6,000 videos.
You're the reason I have to pay an extra $2 a month for cloud room.
I can't understand why his phone's slowing down.
Right?
Huh.
But so anyway, the big news is the better camera, the faster chips, the longer longer battery life.
The same.
Now,
it's the same thing they give us every time.
Ace is sitting down. You can tell him the next.
Basic iPhone 15 800, iPhone 15 Plus 900, iPhone 15 Pro $1,000. That's about normal. Yeah.
That's $200 lower than I paid for my 10X.
The 15 Pro Max is $1,400.
Well, really?
Okay,
that's the giant. Okay, okay.
All the new
that's
models
the only one to have, really.
will be available September 22nd in stores. Pre-orders begin this Friday.
So iPhone, they have more variants than COVID when it comes to these chargers over the years. Do you have a box at your house with like 10 old phones in it?
Yes, I do, and it's weird, isn't it?
Okay, I'm not going to talk to him anymore.
You know what phone I still have? You guys remember the chocolate?
Nope.
I still have one of those.
What's a chocolate?
It was like I don't know. I don't remember what the company was, but it was a small rectangle, and you slid it up so the top rectangle would go up over the bottom one.
Yeah, I do remember.
I'll bring it in.
Yeah, bring
I
it.
would like to see that.
Like a sleeve? Well, I did hear that BlackBerry's finally going to come out with a new one.
The Obama
Crackberry, remember that?
or whatever.
Yeah, BlackBerry.
I love
Washington D.C. had real trouble getting past the BlackBerry.
Yeah, they did.
I feel bad for BlackBerry.
They loved it.
BlackBerry's all over.
I loved mine when I had one.
TV.
BlackBerry kind of had the idea of the iPhone before iPhone came along, right? I mean,
now wait a minute, Pat.
Had that little
Pat, do you have a who's in there? I can't see.
Well, some old school guys are they're a little aggravated by the new iPhone.
Are they?
Oh, Frank?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Frank.
Oh, the chairman's here.
You know me, I'm stuck in my ways.
Light up a Lucky.
iPhones. I've had a few. With chargers. Too many to mention. And now the iPhone's new. And it requires a new connection. It was a lightning cord for many years. It was so easy, but now I gotta buy a USB-C. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frank.
Good night. Put me back in my crate.
Frank. So the USB-C is the same shape as the Lightning, but it's just bigger. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's this one right here.
Okay, so you can put it in upside down or backwards. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you can't put it in backwards.
You know what I mean? You can flip it. It doesn't.
Yeah, it
you
doesn't
don't have,
matter.
You don't have to look at the
Right.
bottom to see which is the long side. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay,
That's long gone.
okay, so the new iPhone, and you said it's going to be in stores when?
What number?
22nd.
What number do you have over there?
He's got a 14.
You got a 14?
I'm a couple back. What's the
Oh,
new
you
one?
are?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're just one back now.
I've got a 14.
I have a 14.
14.
This is a 13 or a 12.
What do you got, Ace?
7 or 8.
Oh, my gosh.
How are you making calls? This is fascinating.
The operating system is going to stop on that. You better upgrade, buddy.
You're going to be on the news. And you're going, there's a man in the Midwest who has the last iPhone 7. Here he is.
You know, they should have a convention. For example, Christie's boyfriend, or I'm sorry, husband.
Yes.
Sorry, forgive me. I'm sorry, Christie. Your husband drives a Jeep Grand Cherokee that's, how many miles are on it?
470,000 right now.
Oh, well, I'm sure things will pick up.
And what year is it?
1996, he bought it brand new. He's still driving. We had this conversation last night because the transmission is starting to slip. So he's like, well, what are we going to do? And I know he doesn't want to get rid of it.
Well, he can probably buy someone else's from that year, just take the transmission and throw the car away. Because I imagine the book value is pretty low. But I mean, that's really cool.
Yeah.
They could get a guy they could have him and Ace, people that have, sort of things that everybody else has thrown away. I mean, good for you, Ace. Hanging in there.
Christie has one of the original dildos you have to fill with bees.
Thanks.
It's a Cleopatra 1000.
It's a collector's item.
It's not the Cleopatra 1000. It's the Cleopatra M. Anything?
Oh, nice.
Anything at all?
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Little Roman numerals. Because as
she
you
was
know,
in Egypt, I
the Egyptian loved the Roman numerals.
Yeah, they did.
You got to fill it with honey every once in a while. Keep the bees alive.
Josh, I'm reading a little bit more about this iPhone, and they're going on and on about how spectacular the cameras are, and they are amazing. That's why I know I have tons of pictures, but I think now there's not going to be an excuse with this new, what do they call it, telephoto lens in the new iPhone.
Yeah.
No more excuses for the fuzzy pictures of Bigfoot.
Oh.
No, it's not really about the quality of the cameras when somebody encounters Sasquatch. It's the wherewithal that they may lack when seeing such a thing.
What does that mean? That sounds like you're writing a paper for college. That sounds like complete.
I can go ahead and speak down if you want me to.
Please talk down to me in words that mean something.
I just saw that on Instagram. Someone enhanced the original footage. It's been re-enhanced, I guess. And
sure, the Gimli.
The PG photo or whatever the film.
Yeah,
and it looks even more like a guy in a suit now.
Does it really?
Is what I took away from.
You can see the price tag from Wally's Halloween extravaganza.
He's really walking, is what I'm saying.
I shook hands with the one guy. I think it was Gimli.
No kidding.
Yeah, he was at one of those conventions.
What? Oh, really?
One of the the cameraman
of the famous.
that famous creek bed.
Was his buddy who was pretending to be the Sasquatch there too?
I don't know. He was not.
Okay.
So I don't know if he.
Hollywood Hannon, the Hollywood Hannon of the Bigfoot world. Do we have any world?
I thought you wanted to talk seriously about this. I apologize.
I have a thing.
You know better. Come on.
I don't like the smell of old cars.
You don't?
In the interior. No, I don't.
See, I got in his car when we first started dating, and I went, oh, my gosh, I love, because it brought back a lot of memories.
No, you're in the back seat then.
Yeah, I knew I should have kept
somebody else.
Thank you. That did not
very nice.
That got nothing.
It didn't get nothing. It got. We all enjoyed it.
Well, we did know each other in high school.
You can't have the Def Jam laugh. We'd be exhausted.
See, I kind of like that smell.
I can't. I'm sure they beat me in a car at some point.
I think it'd be
just whipping around.
Does somebody have like a convention where everybody has not just old cars that they're collecting, but cars that they drive every day? That's what's so cool about Andy. He's driving around a car with almost 500,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee that era. I loved that car. So
why'd you get rid of it?
Good for him. I sold it to my friend PJ, who drove it forever.
I don't know what we're going to do with this. I know he doesn't want to get rid of it, but boy, to pump more money in it.
You know what you could do?
What?
All right. Insure it.
You know, Ace has friends that can turn that into parts.
We're going to chop shop.
It's a chop shop.
There's that voice again.
Well.
Tell him to come to my house.
Your friend Achilles.
Poor Ace.
He's not well. Okay. All right. Never mind.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Now, is the article about... We should point this out. Christie has a really fun little car called a...
Nissan Figaro.
Which is this little tiny car.
Somebody sent me a thing saying there are only 10 registered in the United States. I can't believe that because I know 3 right now that are right here in this
But
state.
there was a big article about it with your picture of you in the Wall Street Journal.
That is correct.
I think you should hit the other one head on.
So if you're a Wall Street Journal subscriber online, Google Christie Lee and you'll see the car. And it's right-hand drive.
Yep, it's a lot of fun.
Not good enough an article to make the print, though, huh?
Stop it.
How many miles on that?
That is a surprise. I noticed that.
I have, I think there's 80,000 on it.
Oh.
It's in kilometers, so I have to do
I
the
have
math.
decided I could not drive a right-hand drive car.
Yes, you could.
Couldn't
It's
do it.
easy.
Couldn't do it.
I bet you'd take to it pretty quickly.
Andy won't do it. He's afraid.
He's never tried?
Mm-mm.
I am. I think I'm afraid. I
Yeah.
think
I'd be afraid.
I heard when you drive with the other hand, it feels like somebody else.
It's kind of exciting.
The stranger driver.
Strange, yeah. It's like when you sit on your hand before you go to bed.
Tom's only going to be happy with stuff he says. It's one of those days.
How does that differ from Monday?
Coming up, we have... Oh, wait a minute. We have a letter about Eldridge Cleaver's pants.
Let me tell you
my
about
gosh.
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system, and there's a brand new innovation, Simply Safe Home Security. It's the revolutionary home monitoring innovation, 24/7 lifeguard protection, designed to help stop crime in real time. Now, if an intruder breaks into your home, Simply Safe professional monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter them through Simply Safe's new smart alarm wireless indoor camera, stopping them right in their tracks. 24/7 lifeguard protection with Simply Safe, made possible by the new Smart Alarm Wireless Indoor Camera, available with Fast Protect monitoring plan. It's the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with the built-in siren. And, of course, you can install it your way, do it yourself in about 30 minutes, or you can have a Simply Safe expert set it up for you. Either way, it's easy to protect your home. And now, for a limited time, get 20% off your new system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Visit simplysafetom.com. I check in every morning with the compound and their camera where the dogs are. I look at them, and I hear them talking about me. I can hear them. I don't think they're talking about me, plotting. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, we have more on Eldridge Cleaver's pants.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Are there still some available out there?
No.
We've got to get Tom a pair.
They'd be collectible.
No.
Also, we have a couple of cool world records. Lots of interesting news in the world of sports, and the winner of our Big Green Egg Mini Max and details. Now, you could win one this next week. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP.
What about the Blowjovian guy?
I think it was one of the Blowjovians.
Was this the Mad Armenians? Was this?
Might have been Bluto Blowjovian.
and the Mad Armenians. Do we have everybody out there? I can't see.
Do we need Chick?
Okay.
We do need
yes,
Chick.
we do. For this next tune, we're going to need the Chickster. Oh.
Yeah, there's a little vocalizing from everyone on this one.
Oh, that's this one.
Oh, this one, yeah.
That song.
Okay.
You all got to get out there.
No, not everybody.
We can sing from in here.
And Ricky.
And ready?
And we're ready.
Okay.
Your Penthouse. Wait a minute.
This is called.
Dear Penthouse, I'm a freshman at a small Midwestern university. And I never thought something like this could happen to me. When my teacher with the dynamite ass asked me to stay after class, and she started to undress. Can't forget the statement she made. If you drop your pants, I'll raise your grade.
Dear Penthouse, I never thought those letters were really true until I was on a fishing trip and I met a girl named Jill. We had a little too much to drink. I couldn't believe what I was starting to think. So we headed to her tent.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like eating out. Although the next morning my breath still smelled like trout.
I've read every issue since 1974. The first 2 years behind
Penthouse. I'm a seaman first class at an overseas naval base. It's been 7 long months since I've seen a woman's face. When I saw your recent issue, I bought a box of Kleenex tissue and I locked the barracks door. Thanks to you, I've gotten a grip. Please excuse my jerky penmanship. Read every issue since 1974. The first 2 years behind the bathroom door. I poured through every penthouse I could find. Even though my mom said I'd go blind.
Dear Penthouse, doing sports on the radio has always been my job. I never wanted a man until I noticed Bob. His laugh fills me with desire. His bun set my loins on fire. And I dream about the day he says, "Chick, let's get undressed." Name and address withheld upon request.
Chick McGee, everybody!
The classics.
You screwed up
I
something.
screwed up the damn
My
withheld
God.
name and address.
Nice job, Chick.
Nice job.
That's it.
And I even rehearsed yesterday. I did rehearse.
You did?
That's with rehearsal.
Thank God you rehearsed.
Think how horrible it would have been.
And I still
can't
not.
get the.
You did a great job.
So let's do it again. 1, 2, 3.
No.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond.
Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Hello to Dick Ding Dong or whatever. Jesus.
Okay, here he is, Jerry Peterson.
Hello, Linda. I can't tell you how happy I am to finally meet you. And,
Right. What do you do, Jerry?
well, I own my own consulting business and...
Consulting, eh? And when did you lose your Amway dealership, Jerry?
Huh? Sheesh, what a bitch.
She's the Bitchlerette. She's single, pissed off, and is looking for money. Lots of money.
Hi, I'm Linda.
I'm Phil.
Yeah. Did you forget something?
No, I don't think so.
Any gift?
Gift? I didn't know that we were...
Bye-bye, loser.
Wow! Tune in to Bob and Tom TV and see why she's called the Bitchlerette. She's on the prowl, and she's got...
Shut your hole and bring on the rich numbnuts.
On Bob and Tom TV.
Well, there you go. There's a show I'd watch.
Yeah. Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom Radio. 24
schools. Thank you, Gunner.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christie Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Hello, indeed.
Thank you.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
He's in the performance.
Got a request coming up, Pat.
Okay.
There's Josh Arnold.
Nobody tells DJ Request what to play.
That's right.
That's
You
one of
did
my
that.
favorite lines from the movie The Goods.
I haven't seen
about
The
a used
Goods.
car salesman. Yeah, or about car smoke, yeah.
Sounds good.
Craig Robinson is playing a DJ at a party, and somebody comes up and asks for a song. He goes, nobody tells DJ Request what to play.
That's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We have some mail here we're going to get to. What do you guys, I walk in, are you guys still talking about the iPhone 15?
And we were talking more generally about just how amazing camera technology has gotten and what you can do with photos and things.
I think we've all lost our parents in this room, right? Pat, you have your...
My mom is
my mom is still here.
My mom's still here.
But I could take a picture of my dad, and you put it into this program, and you hit the button, and he all of a sudden raises his head and looks slightly, but it looks like he's moving and blinks his eyes, and it's incredible.
Whoa.
That's kind of creepy.
And you said, what if you saw a video of your father?
I can't watch those.
I can, but I bawl, but I embraced my emotions.
And it's hearing the voice is really hard.
Yeah, it's real hard.
Yeah, I don't have any recording.
But it's also great. It's both. It's very, very bittersweet.
But we were talking about the new iPhone has apparently got some world-class camera, of course, and it's, what is it, a new telephoto lens. And the big news is that it's, longer battery life, and you have to have the USB-C instead of the lightning cable.
I wonder what the C stands for.
I think it's because it followed the USB-B.
No,
because there was a USB-A.
The USB-A is the one we're familiar with.
Yeah.
And they skipped the B?
I don't think they're...
Well, USB-B sounds funny.
I think there is a B. But the USB-B.
USB-B?
Yeah. Okay. That's the one you get for your sweetheart.
USB-B.
USB-B.
No, you were saying, what were you saying about the red eyes? I don't understand.
Huh?
Oh, I made a joke to Chick.
Actually, it's been a long time since I've taken a picture that had red eye shows up in it.
Right. I said, does the new iPhone have red eye reduction? Yeah.
But because there is a program, once again, that you can put a picture in, and if it has red eye, you push a button, and bloop, the red eye goes away.
Do they have brown eye reduction for pornographic work?
Oh, geez.
Nobody wants that reduced. I mean...
I'm going to have to turn you on to a couple gapers.
Yeah, sure. Go to stovepipers.com.
Pat, I've got a request here. Okay. This is going to require Christie to grab a news story. I was surprised this story showed up in the national news last night about, was it Portugal where
Yeah, Portuguese village flooded with red wine following an accident at a local distillery. Spilled an estimated 600,000 gallons of wine into the village.
Wow.
I mean, it's roaring down the street. It looks like a flood.
It looks like a flood.
Yes.
It's wine.
Much of the wine was diverted into fields while officials managed to prevent the alcohol from contaminating a neat river.
It looks like when the elevator doors opened in The Shining.
Yes, exactly.
It just comes rushing out.
Mm-hmm.
Pat, we have a request here. Someone certainly enjoyed your, I forget what you did exactly.
Oh, that's the guy.
Said, Pat, something about Pat's red wine song.
Oh. You want to hear it?
No, I just wanted to mention it so people could get yesterday's show.
He made up a whole email to get you to do this song.
I thought he was still talking. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Calm down.
I refuse to be. Josh, would you please read this?
I know that it's
red.
5, 7, 9.
Red road wine.
Yeah.
All love that red wine for free. A huge spill from the distillery. Oh, yeah. I bet they get a fine. I'll help them clean that red road wine, man. It tastes so sweet. I'm half drunk by 32nd Street. Red road wine, I must have a thirst. I cupped my hands and drank rocks and dirt. Red road wine, I might drown, but I got drunk in another town. Red road wine, my wife gonna give me flack. How the hell am I getting back? On the red road wine.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now you got to do a little geographical work here. That appears to be someone from Jamaica who's living in Portugal, right?
No, UB40.
Yeah, UB40.
And I believe that's an imitation of Shaggy, correct?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
More or less.
I got like 3 impressions.
I think it's hilarious.
This is Kenneth from Seattle wanted to hear that. Thank you, Kenneth. We appreciate you taking the time to listen.
Go ahead, say it.
And write us.
What's the frequency?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Was it like the beginning of shaving a haircut? You needed somebody to do the 2 bits?
Dear Bob and Tom Show, hey, Chick, I heard you're worried about being able to drive a right-hand drive car.
Yes.
It's true. This is from Brian, and this is so far We're in the middle of the month. This is my email of the month.
Okay.
He says, if you're scared of driving a right-hand drive car, try driving a cement truck first. You're in the center. Then gradually
work your way over.
Wow.
That's my favorite new listener right there.
That's so funny.
You get to drive in the center?
That's Brian Thatcher. Your cement truck's right there in the middle. Why don't our cars have that would be
right
probably be more distracting than anything. Having the steering wheel in the center. Go from left-hand drive to center would really freak you out, probably.
Man.
Don't you think?
And there's no hood, is there?
Oh, I don't know about that.
The cement truck here, you up there in a little bubble. Was there ever a car produced that was in the center? I bet somewhere along the line.
Down the, I'm sure.
Didn't the Edsel have a Cyclops eye in the
Tucker
center?
Wasn't
the Tucker.
Tucker
Yes, you're
had
right. You're right. And it would point where the steering wheel went.
Indy cars, they sit in the center.
Well, no. Wait a minute.
He's right.
I am right. They don't.
When you're right, you're right.
So it wouldn't be quite as humorous if you had to go from your car to a cement truck, you see. That's kind of funny. Can you parallel park a cement truck?
I couldn't parallel park anything.
I'm an amazing parallel park.
I'm right there with you, chick.
I can parallel park anywhere on it.
Really?
I learned to parallel park in an 82 Caddy.
Oh, my
I can
God.
parallel park
There's
a barge.
A big-time trick to it. But, I
Line up the mirrors? Is that the trick?
I can tell you. I'm not saying.
Chick's very good. I've seen it.
Very good.
Well, why don't you share with the rest of us who have to go to Chicago now?
I miss Chicago. Anyway, coming up, Aaron Rodgers and the saga continues, and he was examined yesterday. No, he didn't have a CAT scan. He had an MRI. And his Achilles is completely torn, and there's a rehab for the 39-year-old quarterback. We'll see how that goes.
So sad. Would have been really fun to watch him this season.
NFL news. And that sound you hear are television executives all across the country, if not the world, wringing their hands. What do we do with all these primetime games with the Jets and Zach Wilson now instead of Aaron Rodgers?
Did I hear correctly? They had
5 or 6 appearances left on national broadcast with the Jets and no Aaron
With
Rodgers.
flex time, how many can they move?
I don't know how flex works, but I'm sure it's at the end of the season, and I think it's the last 4 or 5 weeks of the year they can move them around.
Chick, apparently good friend of the show, Toby Kavoyan, has chimed in on our center drive car. He said the McLaren F1 that was the world's fastest car ever produced for the longest time was a center drive car. So it has been out there.
Man, I'd like
that. Would be weird, though, wouldn't it?
You'd pick the kids up from school, and they could both sit next to you.
Yeah, you'd be right in the middle of the fight.
Right. You stop! Don't touch her! Stop it! Yeah, stuff like that.
When we come back, we have that and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us.
It's literally just water.
Mouth it.
Mouth it? Has that been throwing you guys off? Like, I've been told that when I drink out of bottles that I really, wrap my whole mouth around them or whatever. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what people are talking about. How we doing, fellas?
When we decided to do this, I said, Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practiced, and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. his trailer park a woman. Didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight. And his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. We all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell. With George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong. But I know he's tired of me singing this f***ing song. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye, Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
Song, maybe you told a joke or two, and then the director comes up to you and says,
great audition, kid, and your resume looks good, but do you know any pig Latin?
You'll never be caught in this position again if you enroll now in Haji's Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin. At Haji Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin, you'll learn to act your way through some of the world's greatest theatrical masterpieces, and you'll do them entirely in Pig Latin. Things like Death of a Salesman. Old reruns of Hogan's Heroes.
Ink clay. Ooh yay, idiot yay.
Ooh yay, ice ray. General J. Orculter Bay. And of course, the classics of Shakespeare.
Ute eBay. Orye atne ute eBay. At they is ye aye eschenque. Other way
There's still some financial scholarships available for women aged 18 to 25. Let me teach you to act in Pig Latin. For more information, write to Haji or phone 1-800-UXME. Do it now.
Hi, this is Larry Reeb, Uncle Lair. It's a sick world, and I'm a happy guy, and you're listening to the Bob and Tom Radio.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rearview mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody had ever made love to her sister. But I'm fine. She was just as bad. Yeah. She used to brag, I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand, and then she'd do it, too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
Bob and Tom. 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. Our LanterICare.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christie Lee at the news desk.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
He's in the performance room. Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair.
And I have a correction of the utmost importance.
All right,
Okay.
so there's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Let's just get right to Josh's correction, please.
Earlier, we were talking about the very famous, the most famous footage of Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's called the P&G film.
Yeah, and I kept calling the man Gimli, and I knew it sounded weird when I was saying it, but I didn't. It's Gimlin.
Gimlin.
And Chad lets me know if I'm going to be a pretender Bigfoot believer to at least pronounce Gimlin.
Oh.
And then he calls me a poser. And you know what, Chad? You're right to assume that I am posing.
What are you posing in, naked?
Oh, I always pose naked when talking of Bigfoot.
Of course. And now, is Gimli the guy in the suit that's pretending to be Bigfoot, or is he
Gimlin.
the picture?
Gimlin. Yeah.
Okay,
Gimlin.
Gimlin.
No, there is no man in a suit. I wish you would talk about this with the.
Never found a dead one.
I've explained that to you many times, but it's like
thousands
talking
of microbes we identified.
It's like talking to a brick.
8 foot tall monster. We can't find one. With the new iPhone 15, maybe they'll get a nice clear shot of one.
Maybe I'd like somebody to get a nice clear shot at you.
Oh, wow.
Well,
I don't know how to take that. A couple things coming up.
The way it was intended, assassination joke.
tell me about Wisconsin, Tom.
Well, I'm glad you asked. We're going to be doing a special show Friday, November 17th. We haven't gotten there yet.
Sorry.
Oh, we'll have to do it
Premature?
I'll cue you.
Okay. No, I was allowing for yesterday's version. I think it's been shortened, but go ahead.
Oh, this is okay, right?
This is a brand new.
Coming up Friday, November 17th, we will be doing this show live. We'll actually be starting. We'll be in that building live at 5 a.m. local time.
5 a.m. Wisconsin time, baby.
It'll be 6 a.m. Eastern time at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. That's nice. That's good. That's good. And also, we'll be doing a special live show that evening featuring Mr. Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie G, special guest MC Chick McGee. That's the night show. But we'll be doing the regular morning show from there, and the first 200 people to attend that get free tickets to the evening show.
It's on November 17th, and this is from Kenneth. Subject, Bowler, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Dear Chick, there was one point on yesterday's show. I'm still laughing. Please, for the love of all things funny, play that bowling sound effect every single time Tom mentions the November show in Wisconsin. I knew Tom was going to hate it, and that's what made it so damn funny. Love y'all. That's Kenneth.
Thank you, Kenneth.
Thank you, Kenneth. Boy, it's a Kenneth morning here.
It is a Kenneth morning.
It's probably
so. More info at the North Star Casino Resort /entertainment.
And dear Tom.
Yes.
You talked about a band on Tuesday that would make a great Super Bowl halftime show, and they are still touring. The time is now. Super Bowl 58. The Village People halftime show.
Oh, it'd be great.
That would be fun, actually.
That might be fun.
Are they all available?
I think you should do the Village People, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Kool and the Gang. Can you imagine?
great.
But did any of them pass away and say 82?
Oh, right.
No, they didn't.
Mysterious.
We move on from
unnamed.
Where was I? That's unbelievable.
Well, we don't know what it was.
Coming up, we have more news about the iPhone 15. We have an Aaron Rodgers update. Do you want to get to that right now?
New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers will miss the rest of the season. If not, it might indeed be career ending. You have to mention that because he's 39 years old. The MRI yesterday. Nope, I said it was MRI.
That's a cat's good.
Revealed the severity of the four-time NFL MVP's injury, confirming the Jets' fear and the 22-6 overtime win over Buffalo on Monday night. 39-year-old sustained the injury just 4 plays into his first regular season game with the Jets. Robert Saleh, head coach, said Zach Wilson will remain the starter.
But excuse me, Coach, isn't that the reason you had to go out and get Aaron Rodgers in the first place? And Zach really couldn't. Shut up!
That's how it went. And the third stringer on the Jets, Tim Boyle. Hey, his nickname?
Lance?
Boyle Boy.
Oh, Boyle Boy.
The team will explore their options to find a backup quarterback. And yes, Tom's crazy. I'm sure he has it on the brain. He wants Tom Brady to come back.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Quarterback of the New York Jets.
Oh.
That rumor's out there.
It is?
Of course. I don't know how how much longer it's going to last.
Also, there's a rumor Carson Wentz. That didn't work once.
Carson Wentz.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan's been mentioned. Gardner Minshew has been mentioned. Sorry, Pat, but that's
I like Gardner. Don't move him.
No.
Well, I'm just telling you. Rodgers reported and repeatedly has said he won't be one and done with the Jets. He agreed in July to a restructured contract, gives him $75 million of guaranteed money over this season. Wow. And
that's a shame.
And it sucks. Yeah, come on. So, I was going to say, not like they can, if you're living in New York, you can't exactly, I'm going to switch my allegiance to the Giants.
Yeah.
Well, it's just one game. It's just the first game of the season.
Okay. All right. There you go. That's the attitude. It's like your performance in the shoe-in.
That's right.
First game of the season.
Yeah. Boy, am I going to be smart this second week.
Yeah, you are. I have all the confidence in the world.
Speaking of the second week of the season, we've got our first winner for the first week of the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em. He is Mike Fullington from Rockwall, Texas.
He's got 15 seconds more to go on this drum roll.
Could you have the guy that shortened the bowling thing?
What are you talking about?
He won himself
excitement.
The big green egg. It's distracting. The big green egg mini.
He's going to hit you.
What's his name again?
Ted Doucheface.
No, he came in second.
Oh, Ted came in second.
Yeah.
No, the winner's Mike Fullington of Rockwall, Texas.
Way to go, Mike.
He, by the way, he got 15 of 16 games right.
Rockwall, Texas. That's got to be mountain country.
Tied for first place. He also won the tiebreaker. We're going to do something nice for the guy that tied him, though. I've got a little surprise for him.
Oh, good.
I saw your email.
Mike, congratulations. Now, if you want to be part of this, you can win one this week. It's a whole new ball game, a clean slate. Just pick the winners. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Have some fun. Pick the winners. You could win the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. Back to you, Chick McGee.
And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, a group of Packers fans were forced to pay their gigantic bar tabs after losing a special tavern promotion. That's right. We had this story before the season started. Jack's American Pub, a sports bar in Milwaukee, announced that, they announced that, oh, God, whenever the Jets lose a game, they would pay for the fans' bar tabs because they're in Milwaukee, they're in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers can kiss our ass every time the Jets lose. Stick it. Well, on Monday night, Packers fans gathered at Jack's American Pub and cheered lustily when Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers and his Achilles reached a separation agreement.
Awful.
It was deafening. 4 plays into the regular season. So they assumed that the Jets would lose. Ergo, the tavern would pay their bill. So, boy, did they start drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, man. However, the Jets, as you know, win in overtime. A walk-off punt return for a touchdown, 22-16, beating the Bills. CBS television station, CBS 58. Whew. That's got to be cable only, huh? Captured the moment that everyone at the bar realized they were going to have to pay their bar tabs. It is unclear if Jack's American Pub is modifying the promotion in light of Aaron Rodgers' season-ending injury.
I would imagine. Yeah.
I would imagine they're going to have to do.
And you were saying that the Jets scheduled for 5 or 6 primetime games?
Yes. The television executives, sports department, their mouths were watering to get Mr. Rodgers on in prime time with the Jets.
Exciting. It's a shame it's not.
Now it's at least Zach Wilson, possibly Tom Brady coming back with the
No way.
Who knows?
That'd be so exciting.
They've been talking about He's the Michael Corleone.
Have you seen the, we talked about this, Lay's potato chip, I think it is, commercial where Dan Marino and Randy Moss and Emmitt Smith and I'm forgetting the last.
I
just saw
love
that. They all come back to, they want to go back
the
and play.
49er guy, Rice?
Jerry Rice. They want to play, and so they're all out on the field.
I still think Jim Brown, the last year of his life, probably would have been okay.
Probably. I bet he would have.
I wouldn't want to mess with him.
And then Tom Brady says at the end of it, hey, maybe I could come back. Wah, wah.
It'll be fun. Now, coming up in the news, Christy, what have you got over there?
Well, we have decongestant news, and we have a couple who wants a refund after having to sit for 13 hours next to a snorting, farting, huge dog on a plane.
Oh. Well, at least it was a dog, and not Josh.
Can the dog
shoes off?
Can the dog go 13 hours without
dumping?
I'd be concerned about that.
Most dogs, they say 12 hours. I think it's too much, too. But
my dogs can easily go 12 hours.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I mean, on an airplane, 13 hours, and it's a giant dog, and you walk him down the aisle and take a tray. Just in case. Right now, I want to talk about something pleasant and happy. Talking about great food. Thank you, HelloFresh. They've done a little bit of adjusting here and there for the fall. Every week, of course, 40 great recipes to choose from. It's not just the recipes. HelloFresh buys the food. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. You put it together. And the new thing that they're really pumping is this quick and easy set of recipes. You can put stuff together in 15 minutes or less. Great restaurant quality food. So find out what I'm talking about by joining America's #1 meal kit club today. Get 50% off plus 15% off for the next 2 months. Details are found. If you use that code 50BTShow at HelloFresh.com/50BTShow. Christie Lee's been working out with HelloFresh. What do you got over there?
Oh, this was one of my favorites. Chicken sausage spaghetti bolognese with zucchini and Parmesan. You were talking about quick. You only prep for 5 minutes, cook for 30, and it's on the table. And it's delicious.
Even the picture looks really good.
Oh, doesn't it?
Find out by going to HelloFresh.com. Once again, it's HelloFresh.com/50BTShow. That special code's going to save you a bunch of money. 50BTShow. That's HelloFresh.com/50BTShow. Have some fun. Have some great food this fall. Now, we also have some world records that involve food coming up. And an interesting thing, especially for Josh, I'll just put this in question for him, Josh. When you are texting, do you use proper grammar and punctuation?
Yes.
Okay. You'd be surprised how many don't.
Right.
We're going to find out. We have some numbers. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Kostaki.
Now, Rodney's got a record out there on Capitol Records.
Yes.
Can't miss it.
It's called Morning Wood.
Morning
We're
Wood.
just kind of sticking with the theme. It's Hanging with Rodney, Morning Wood, and then Nutsack. Just kind of working our way down
the trilogy.
It dawned on me this morning how
Yep.
I've made a living for 13 years talking about everything underneath my belt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And, hey, what the hell?
I'm glad you said hell.
Yeah. I apologize.
That's all right.
Rodney, we got plenty of time. Do you want to work another one in here?
Yeah, here's one right here. This one's called, I think, you guys, is that the one we're talking about? Okay. You guys want to play the intro? I don't want to. They get a little irritated when I don't let them play the intro. They don't really like the way I do it. Let's just go right to the words.
Go ahead.
I remember way back when I was just a boy going places with my mom and dad. It used to scare me to death how Mama used to act after 6 or 7 beers she's had. We were sitting at a table when Mama got disabled, all the liquor running through her head. Soon I got to choking. Daddy wasn't joking when he grabbed me by the arm and said, "Don't look now, your mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town." Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. Just to hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you. And we got her in the truck and we started driving home, and Mama said she had to go. Daddy pulled it over, we were standing on his shoulder while Mom was putting on a show. And he started up a truck, Mama stood up with her pants still around her knees. When we heard Mama holler, "If you give me $1, well, I'll let you take a peek at these." Don't look now, your mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town. Yeah. Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. Just hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you. Just to hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you.
Yeah. Oh, Rodney Carrington.
snail. My God. What is that, 80 feet? My God.
Now, right now, I'm buying a Mutual of Omaha hat, just like he has. Right now.
Save that, baby.
Save that, you don't even have to hit it. You better hit that. That's unbelievable.
No, give me.
You don't have to put the ball right on the marker.
This is like a 2x4, okay? You just gotta practice. Can you pretend that you're on a 2x4? I do this a lot. I'm gonna hit you with this flag if you screw this up, okay? All right. Right about there now. And just straight down the 2x4. Keep it on the board. There's your beat.
Yes! Woo! Money! We gotta get a picture of this, Tony.
I'm nervous.
I've seen Viva Las
She posed naked in Playboy magazine, a move which critics said severely tarnished her image and marketability. Men throughout the world were outraged. If Katerina were going to pose nude, why had she not done it in 1988 when we were all fascinated by what she must look like without clothing?
Yeah.
To wait 10 years after her physical prime, when we had all clearly moved on to Nancy Kerrigan, was a slap in the face to male fans everywhere and goes against the very spirit of the Olympic Games.
Yes.
Hello, Michelle Kwan, are you listening?
It has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christie Lee at the news desk. Hey. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Yeah, Steven Singer Jewelers proving how worthless lab-grown diamonds are, or as Tom calls them, Frankenstones. They're giving away a free 1-carat lab diamond with every engagement ring purchase while supplies last. Purchase necessary. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for more details.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We were talking about cars, and Christie has a little tiny car, the Figaro, imported
from Japan.
And it's such
Nissan.
it looks like something out of Toy Story. And there was a nice article written about you and the car in the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, I was very, very honored.
In the digital version of the Wall Street Journal. Then we got talking about parallel parking and the difficulties of parallel parking. I'm not very good at it. Chick contends that he's a champion.
Savant, master. 1, 2, 3.
Don't you have one of those high-tech cars that parks itself?
Yeah.
No, I never use that.
But you have it.
I don't trust it. Yes. Sorry, Ace did better than you. Tom?
Got a nice letter here. I drove a truck for 30 years. And he says, before they pussified the industry, he goes, I had to parallel park an 18-wheeler. No tire could be closer than 6 inches to the curb or farther than 9.
Wow, that was the test?
And you got one shot at it.
Didn't we have to try to do that one day?
We drove those semis, but I don't remember parking them.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
That's nuts.
That's a skill that I do not have. Now, if you want to read about Christie's car, it may be appearing sometime soon in the print edition.
I doubt it now, but
okay.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to it. Now, we look forward to
I
Chick
look forward to it, too. Trust me.
Chick McGee at the Sports Desk.
Once again, still not left to Aaron Rodgersville with he being declared. I declare he's out for the season because of his torn Achilles tendon. Well, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets delivered record numbers for their season opener. Monday Night Football, 22.6 million viewers, unheard of nowadays. This was across ESPN, ABC, ESPN2, and ESPN Deportes. The Jets officially have 5 more primetime appearances scheduled, but only, it says here, 2 can be subbed out due to the league's flex schedule rules. Those are the Week 10 Sunday Night Football contest at Vegas on November 12th and December 28th game at Cleveland on Thursday Night Football. Those can be moved.
Do you think CBS Deportes would have more viewers if it didn't have Deport in the name?
Good point, Josh.
Got to be somewhat off-putting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To some.
For those that are bilingual.
Some might have a problem with that.
It's very, very good observation, Josh. Congratulations.
The Hudson River is 315.
What was Kostaki's great joke? I mean, there's nothing funny about this Aaron Rodgers thing. I feel terrible for the guy.
Oh, the Tim Tebow joke?
Yeah, what was that? How did he word it?
I don't know. Tim Tebow lasted longer in his honeymoon because Tim is a virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for dressing the joke up so well.
No, just as funny this time.
If you want to find out, go to Kostaki's All Pro Lines.
Why'd you bring it up?
Because I want to mention that Kostaki is going to be doing his thing on stage in Toledo with the Funny Bone coming up Thursday.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, and then Friday night, Youngstown's Funny Farm. Saturday, Hillsdale, Michigan's Brewing Company. And Sunday, Dayton, Ohio's Funny Bone. Kostaki, live and in person. We'll see some great live comedy. Maybe he'll mention the fact that Aaron Rodgers...
No, he'll be doing...
He came out, he came out quicker than Tim Tebow on his honeymoon. The implication being, Josh, I'll explain this.
Lasted
longer than Tim had been storing up that first big O.
Oh, yes, himself.
Many years.
He'll be doing Browns jokes in Youngstown. Maybe he won't get to the other. Well, he does Browns jokes in Youngstown. He might not make it. Anything else? The Steelers jokes?
Either way.
Punched.
Yeah, okay.
Hudson River's 315 miles from its source in the Adirondack Mountains of New York City. Did you know that?
No.
I did, yeah.
And Lewis Pugh is swimming all of it. The 53-year-old endurance swimmer plans to finish the last miles of his month-long river journey sometime today at the lower tip of Manhattan.
Oh, man.
Pugh has endured fatigue and sore shoulders. Boy, swimming would make your shoulders sore.
Oh, that far?
What
Oh,
goodness.
Isn't that water pretty...
He has dodged tugboats.
Well, Pugh is a nickname.
Bobbing plastic garbage. He insists that any discomfort is worth it to highlight the Hudson and the importance of clean rivers.
That's nice.
The latter half of Pugh's swim is on the Hudson Estuary, which stretches from, of course, Troy to New York Harbor. We all know that.
Oh, sure.
We all know where the estuary is for the Hudson River, I think.
Is he going to be affected by the hurricane?
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's finishing today, so it better hurry.
Yeah, he better hurry is right.
There's no hurricane in New York City.
No, there's not a hurricane until this weekend, is there? Is it coming in
Well,
this
it's coming that way.
Well, it's way out in the middle
A lot of Hudson River whitefish out there. Bloated, floating, used condoms. I know the big thing now is they're concerned about the Paris Olympics because they want to do a bunch of stuff in the Seine, and it keeps, for various reasons, they've had the E. coli numbers were a little high, but they've been trying to clean it up.
The key there is a little high.
Yeah, there's
a certain level at which
some bacteria, bad bacteria is good for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, it'll be fun. I hope they get it ready for the Olympics. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be great.
Stupid world record. I think we need a new stupid world record intro.
No.
People love that.
I don't
mess with the classics.
What a dumb idea.
Come on.
Maybe we could get someone with a better voice. Maybe we could have Ace do it.
Well, there are different opinions. Why doesn't Ace do it?
There's schools of thought.
Hang on a second.
Go ahead, Ace.
Stupid world record. What is that, 3 words? That'll take you, what, hour and a half? Anyway, my point is, boom, bang, zoom.
You've just been McGee.
Yeah.
I'm making scales. So.
Again with that. Do you need $20? Somebody give him $20.
Call back from a local break.
A woman from Thailand has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest duration living with scorpions.
Why is she doing this?
What?
Special versions of that?
I know they played with the symphony, but I don't.
Pretty good. Oh, they didn't tour? They just played with them once? That was awesome.
They're just messing with him.
That's great. So, I'm sorry. So, why are we playing the Scorpions?
Miss Kanchana Ketke. What?
All right.
Oh, yes?
The look on your face.
All right.
Her name is, and he has it pronounced out for me.
That's kind.
Well, because I knew you'd never be able to do it.
Kanchana, you have that. That's fine. Then you have Ket, K-E-T.
Right.
Hyman.
Hyphen.
I'm sorry.
Dash, whatever that is.
Hyphen K-A-E-W. How do you think that helps me?
K-A-E-W.
You just put it there. Yeah, you know, it's a standard pronunciation for K-A-E-W.
Classic dip phone.
It's, of course,
certainly.
a famous broadcast channel. And
Kau? Caillou?
She achieved the feat after living with 5,320 venomous scorpions in a 130-square-foot room for 33 days and nights.
Oh, I'll bet she's a looker.
The 39...
Man.
Are you saying the scorpions didn't bite her for what executive privilege? What is it?
You're saying the scorpions were terrified of her, were they? We don't want to be near. We don't want to spend 33 days with this uggo.
Oh, my God, she's gorgeous.
Uh-oh. The 39-year-old, they call her the Scorpion Queen, broke her previous record by 1 day.
Oh, God, she's covered in scorpions.
She is pretty. Oh.
Kanchana was stung. She was stung 13 times during the attempt.
Was she pinced?
Yeah, they've got these gigantic, they look like little mini
They're
lobsters.
on her face.
There's one coming out of her mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder why she wanted to do this.
I don't know. She's got nice eyelashes, though.
Am I wrong to think that... Am I wrong to think that she has to get some sort of sexual pleasure out of this to put up
something?
With it? Something.
It doesn't turn her off, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Oh, God, it's so creepy.
Pinch my nipples.
She was stung 13...
She said to a scorpion once.
13 times during the attempt, though she has built up an immunity over the years because she married a scorpion.
No. Look, I'm going to have to build an immunity.
Yeah.
It's like converting when you get married.
The scorpion venom has little effect on her. Oh, Guinness has said that it no longer monitors this record due to the scorpions, the animal welfare concern.
Oh.
She could accidentally squash one, roll over on it.
Has Guinness ever come out and said, we're not going to have this record anymore?
Yes. Oh, definitely.
People are hurting themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to.
For a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
People are nuts.
You know, jumping off the Bay Bridge. Distance from...
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that would be dangerous.
Did I break the record?
Trying to land on the guy swimming the Hudson.
You'd have to jump off the George Washington Bridge to do that. That goes over the Hudson, the Bay Bridge.
Yeah,
So it goes, it's in San Francisco. It's miles away.
A Canadian catering company has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest coup d'etat.
Charcuterie
board.
This is a really dumb record.
According to CTV News, Sheila's Catering.
Hello, I'm Sheila. We have a nice cheese board.
And what is this here, moose?
Lovely moose.
I had an Aunt Sheila. You sound
Have you
just
had
like
the moose?
Aunt Sheila. Give Aunt Sheila a kiss.
Has anybody ever done a moose?
I hope so.
That would be interesting.
They have salmon moose.
No, they can't have it would have to be
Moose.
a moose tartare.
A bit of a whipped moose somehow.
Would be maybe a little gamey.
Yeah.
Sheila's Catering created a charcuterie board measuring 485 feet long to break the previous record of 204 feet.
Tom has his hand raised.
No,
I was
stretching.
yawning. It's like just a whole bunch of charcuterie boards.
Okay,
It's not one solid board.
Exactly.
That doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
We've been over this.
Yeah, the
Tom, you were right, man. Dumb.
These records don't count when they're like this. If this is 485 feet long, I want a board that's 485 feet long.
Doesn't even nail them together.
250 individual boards.
Yeah,
that's not a record.
No good. No good.
Any usable food.
Well, charcuterie board is what, 1%?
Was left over was slated to be donated to a food bank.
Well, it's outside in the sun, so.
One of my elderly friends.
So one of your friends.
called and said we were talking about bringing something to a party, and she goes, "Yeah, I'm going to bring one of those charcuterie boards."
Well, that's delicious sometimes.
No, they did that.
No, I'm serious.
That was a big thing on Hard Knocks.
Are you serious?
One of the players called it a charcuterie board.
Yeah,
Good for him. They
charcuterie board.
started having parties for charcuterie.
This was an older woman who honestly didn't know. Yeah, it was very sweet.
Yeah.
Better bowels are probably clogged still.
I've heard to get in the hole.
7 different kinds of cheese. Have you had there's some jam on this cheese?
Oh, there's some jelly. Hey, what's the difference between
jam
and
She says it.
You can't jelly that sausage up.
Well, let me put my feet up here on the charcuterie board and you get the charcuterie.
Dumb record. Where'd you get that one?
I blame myself. It's the official company.
All these records for food, they always say, "Oh, they was donated to a local food bank," and it's often stuff that no one would ever consider eating.
Yeah.
But okay, well, good for them. Congratulations.
I like a good. You don't like a good charcuterie board?
The problem is they're never 100% good, in my opinion.
Well, but there's
some really good ones.
That's the idea behind a chart. You try stuff.
Yeah, you wouldn't normally try.
It's just not.
It's like those candy packs where they always have the one you bite into and it tastes like lava soap covered in chocolate.
And when I was a kid, I would see these
Whitman
commercials.
samplers?
I'd see these commercials for these boxes of these individual servings of salty snacks, and you could get Lay's potato chips and Doritos and all these boxes of teeny tiny. And we'd never buy those.
No, we never got them in my house.
Never got them.
No, they're too expensive. The cereal that you could
Do we
put
have
the
a
milk
theme
in the
song
box.
for "I Was Poor and Can't Get Over It"?
Whoa.
Made us better people, I think.
In what way?
Creative.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
It's hurtful. I don't know.
So more compassionate of others.
Oh, God. It was my fault.
We never got to go bowling.
No, we never got to go Dream to go on bowling.
Hey, speaking of bowling.
Throw rockets and branches.
on TV.
Yeah, what about bowling?
Well, we're going to be in Bowler, Wisconsin, doing this show live at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort.
I need a bowler.
Every break, are you going to go out there and hit the casino?
Absolutely.
Are they going to open up a special craps table?
And that night when I'm hosting the comedy show, I'm going to wear a bowler. That's exactly right.
You're just going to go to a machine? I get it. Okay. That's
How are you?
And then that evening, Patty G, Josh, Jeff Oskey, Willie G, and this says special guest MC Chick McGee.
That's
Are
right.
going to host a special
I'm there
show.
to keep order. I'm not going to have any laughing.
North Star Casino Resort / Entertainment. So check out that. We'll be there once again.
You could become the DJ MC. You could stand up there and...
With my bowler hat on? For
Yeah.
You could be
Yeah.
MC.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
That's on
What was that?
Is
Me scratching?
That is him scratching.
I suggest you just use your mouth. You Bobby McFerrin the whole thing.
Don't worry. Maybe not.
Okay. Well, we hope to see you there.
They can't all be winners.
What's coming up in sports?
We'll see. What do you think of that?
I know I would like to congratulate somebody in sports. I think I'm the only one here that watches American Ninja Warrior because
right.
it's it's full of positivity and hope. And
You were, I believe you were a competitor at one point, weren't you?
I did get to run the course one time. Yes.
How far did you get?
I believe one jump, I think, is what. The video's out there somewhere, but we had a winner this season.
Who was it?
Vance Walker, a young man born with cerebral palsy, and he works with it, and he won American Ninja Warrior.
Good for you, Vance.
And if you
That's
could have
amazing.
seen me sobbing in my home when I watched it. And another Daniel Gill. I almost said Vince Gill. Daniel Gill.
Fish.
He won as well, but he didn't do it as fast as Vance, and so he didn't get the $1 million.
I just wish they would have a heavyweight division.
Well, you got a hold of their second. If he
did it first, like he was like I made it to the top of Mount the I forget what they call that thing, and then he climbed the rope and he did it, but the kid did it like 1 or 2 seconds faster.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Very nice.
So the $1 million was snatched from his hands, and they showed that on. They took the money.
do they have a? They
Is
have
that when you started
$1
crying?
million snatch. Have you ever seen that movie?
I lived
I knew
through that movie.
Very positive thing that means something to me.
$1 million snatch.
It'd be $1 million now, Tom. Thanks for mentioning it. Appreciate it. What a jerk.
Well, thank
Anyway,
you, John.
congratulations.
That sounds like
That is great.
All the
That-
fine athletes who do that.
Yeah.
I think they're better than any professional athlete.
What about? It's just a very specific. They're all the same build for the most part, and they're all gymnasts.
So they have to do so many different things.
Think Aaron Rodgers could do that stuff?
No way.
No, none of the guys in the NFL. They're too big.
Yeah,
like Spider-Man.
It's the reason that all the gymnasts are little tiny people. We've had them in here.
But that shows
Little tiny people?
shows nothing but positivity.
They're all miniature like Chris.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It is.
They don't get crappy contestants out there 1st like American Idol used to or whatever.
Yeah, make fun of them. It's sad.
I do love the announcers.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah.
The one guy looks like
He's been here.
I know. He
Matt Istvan?
Yes.
Yeah, he looks like a superhero to me. Like he's gonna rip that jacket off and fly off. It's great. When we come back, we also have a number of interesting things, including crocodiles that are loose. And phenylephrine or something. It's bogus. We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules,
This is Bob Cavoyan for Channel 13 in a special Olympic moment. We are going to recreate the very first time the torch was ever run in history.
Cut! The monkey's got no gloves on. Where are the monkey gloves?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have the gloves on. Sorry.
Now we're going to recreate the very first time the torch was run in history.
Cue the monkey. I'm not a monkey. I'm a gorilla. There's a difference. Cut.
I didn't say I didn't know what you wanted. I know what you want. I can't do it.
Why can't you do it?
I can't go in the woods.
Why?
I have sensitive skin. I can't. I just can't do it.
Sensitive skin. You're wearing a gorilla suit. I was just in the woods. Anybody can go in the woods.
Have you ever been bitten by a mosquito? Possibly a carpenter ant?
You don't want the gig? If you don't want to do this,
I didn't say I didn't want the gig.
Tony Siragusa from the Colts. Tony Siragusa said, I can do this.
Siragusa
He wanted the role of the gorilla.
He cannot touch my gorilla.
Yeah, well, he didn't even need the suit, okay?
Hey, it's Josh, and of course, hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible? I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
You visit the charming community of Effingham, Illinois, where Interstate 70 meets the Little Wabash River.
And whenever you're in Effingham, visit the Effinghouse Family Restaurant.
Founded in 1854 by the corpulent railroad magnate Colonel Harry S. Effing, the Effinghouse Family Restaurant is one of America's oldest and finest dining establishments.
Start your day with the delicious Effing Country Breakfast, featuring an Effing omelet with toast, grits, and a big effing beverage of your choice.
Or try our BED, the Big Effing Deal. Once again this week, it's effing ham and eggs.
For lunch, try the huge effing burger. And fried in a rich butter sauce mixed with big effing egg yolks, we call it the effing heart attack.
It's an effing experience you'll never forget. And what about dinner?
Juicy effing steaks with fresh effing veggies and a creme brulee that's effing out of this effing world. Or go effing nuts with a hot fudge sundae.
How would you rate the Effinghouse Family Restaurant?
It was the best effing experience of my life.
Rate this place? Well, I wouldn't give it a B. I wouldn't even give it a C because it's effing A.
In Effingham, Illinois, it's the Effinghouse Family Restaurant. You'll have an effing good time.
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I don't know if you remember this, but Pat has a tattoo on his arm that used to have his girlfriend's name on it, and then when they broke up, and she had a couple kids, didn't she?
She has a couple kids now.
Yeah, I mean,
not what I mean.
No, but I mean, she has since left you and moved on.
She has a baby girl and
According
a baby
to Greg Hahn, she's just trying to make you jealous.
I am not coming back.
Do you know that we've only been broken up 2.5 years, and she has her second baby?
Only.
You got her name tattooed on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
Never a good idea.
And one day...
I should have put it on my ass.
One day we got talking about it, and you actually have had it covered up. Mm-hmm. Well, you refer to it as a tribal symbol. Now, did she have your name tattooed anywhere?
On her ankle, yeah.
What'd she do about that?
Cut her leg off.
Wow. Wow.
She really hated you.
That's called coyote.
Yikes.
Wow.
Well,
can I tell you something? My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
oh, boy. Clothed or not?
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Well, Bob has lost it over there.
Or a little best of right here. Right here.
That would be,
Totally naked.
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you'd
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life, free Prozac, whatever
There's a
you
government
want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay. She was very limber. Show's over.
Hi, this is Andy Kindler, and this is a different register in my voice. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christie Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Pat Godwin,
Yeah.
I was laughing at something he said yesterday evening. It was so
Is that
really gotta
right?
speak up.
Really?
Stayed with you.
I'll refresh you in a second.
I don't think that's ever happened. There's Ace Cosby.
Son of a...
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Tom, you know how sometimes now they can take old movies and they can insert like a modern actor, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you'll see it in commercials and stuff. Pat mentioned, and this is bullying me, and so, but I thought it was very funny. If the show Breaking Bad, there's a famous scene where he. Walter White throws pizza on the roof. And I said I went to go see that house in real life. And Pat said, to get the pizza. I would love, if we could, to edit. So we showed, there's that scene from Breaking Bad, and then it just lingers on the house, and then you see me walk up with a ladder and just scramble up there. And then it cuts to back to the normal episode.
We were talking about that because of these houses that are used for famous movies. There's another one in the news today.
Yes, there is. Yeah, yesterday we had the Halloween house that Jamie Lee Curtis lived in.
The Strode family.
The Strode family, not where a lot of the action took place because she was babysitting.
That's
that
right.
night,
Yeah, Tommy Wallace's house. Yeah.
Thank you. HGTV has
She
sold
was banging him, right? Tommy Wallace, weren't they?
No, that's the reason that she survived. They say because she was a virgin. Yeah, that's one of the theories that Mike Myers didn't take her out because she was a virgin. The Brady Bunch house sold at a loss The TV network originally purchased the Los Angeles house that served as the exterior of the Brady home on the popular TV show for $3.5 million. They spent $2 million renovating the interior to match those depicted on the show before listing the property in May for $5.5 million.
Whoa!
This is the story of a bad idea.
The Wall Street Journal reports the Brady Bunch fan Tina Trahan purchased the home for $3.2 million.
Did they report that on digital or did it make print?
Oh, God. Trahan, a historic home enthusiast and wife
answer
of
the question.
Former HBO chief executive Chris Albrecht, said she plans to use the Studio City house for fundraising and charitable events.
Oh.
Trahan said she felt the house was overpriced because it doesn't have modern appliances or conveniences.
They want it to look.
Yeah, they wanted it to be 70s.
Is that dog still buried in the backyard?
Oh.
They had to do that on an episode.
What?
Tiger was gone after the first season.
They
never said anything.
Didn't they bury Tiger in the backyard?
This is interesting. She said, anything you might do to make the house livable would take away from what I consider artwork. The house is livable. You could still live there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. Just because it doesn't have a microwave, what? You can't.
Christy, I'm sorry. I was too busy teasing you. Did the story say how much they lost?
Yeah, $2 million.
Whoa!
Well, they bought it for 3.5, put $2 million in, sold. Yeah, more than that because they sold it for 3.2, so they lost $2.3 million.
Yikes!
HGTV can afford it.
Oh, okay.
I think
so. They absolutely can. Yes.
Well, that's a tremendously dumb idea. Would you want to go to see it?
I love the Brady Bunch. In fact, I have another Brady Bunch story.
Really?
I'd go see it.
I'm surprised some porno company didn't buy it to shoot.
Oh.
What was it called? Stepsister porn you were telling me about? Like it's super popular.
Wow, they don't want
You know what you were saying off the air?
Telling you about it. I was just handing you a list of my favorite stuff. Yeah, that's apparently crazy popular now. The so-called taboo.
Anyway, so it's interesting that none of the cast members that are still alive from that show could afford the place.
Which might be why
Falling on hard times.
Eve Plum is in the news today. Do you know which sister she was?
I say it again.
Eve Plum.
Mm-hmm. I never watched.
She was Cindy, right?
Nope, she was Jan.
I don't know about that.
And one of her iconic lines from Brady Bunch was Marsha, Marsha, Marsha.
Yeah.
That was from her sister's Shadow episode. Well, she autographed a script from that show, and it sold at auction for. They expect about $500 to $700.
Oh,
yeah. They're gonna actually auction off several of her Brady Bunch scripts, including the pilot for the show, which was still called the Brady. I didn't know this. The Brady Brood.
The Brady Brood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
That would not have gone over as well.
So Eve.
She's falling on hard times.
Selling her
apparently.
plasma, huh? Is that what's going on there?
Maybe she just went, you know what? I got this box here. It's worth a few grand.
Yeah,
I'll go
might
ahead
as
and
well
sell
sell
it.
That's how they became the bankrupt bunch.
The bankrupt bunch.
Wasn't Greg Brady in town recently?
Oh, really?
Oh, he was, I think, for one of those comic con.
I haven't seen Mr. Brady at any of those.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, he said, changing the subject.
You can go sign the urn.
Hi, this is Adam this is an email. Hi, this is Adam from Wisconsin. I nail my wife every Tuesday night.
I nail my wife every Tuesday night.
I don't know why.
Why did he send that to us?
I don't know why he's telling us.
What we talk?
Because there was a story last week about people who prefer spontaneity over scheduling
a date.
He likes Tuesdays.
Okay.
Is it 2 for Tuesday?
Oh.
Dear
It
chick,
depends on if he's at oysters that night.
dear chick, you rich, privileged schmuck.
Oh.
Finally, somebody said it.
You got my email.
We've all been thinking it.
I got Ace's email. Don't you mow your own lawn? Every riding mower out there's a center drive, you jerk.
You jerk.
You uppity, pretentious prick make me sick.
So wait, are you reading my mail?
Yours, Jeff in Kentucky. No, this was for me. I wanted to have a center drive car. And he said,
Which reminds me, because Christie, once again, the Wall Street Journal profiled Christie Lee in her car, the Figaro, which has right-hand drive. And Once again, that's on the digital Wall Street Journal
Yes.
where you can see that story. It's very nice. Dear Bob and Tom Show, my husband has a right-hand drive miniature Nissan like Christie, the Figaro. He loves it, except when he decides he wants to go through a drive-through at lunch.
Yeah, I can't do that. I've caught myself.
Well, you got to put her
below the drive-through?
You got to put it in
No,
park
it's on
and
the other
slide
side of
over.
the car.
right.
So you can't, yeah, you have to go inside. Can't go to the bank,
They can
to
throw
the
it to you.
ATM. Yeah.
Do you have to ninja the card to them?
I can't, my arms are way too short. There's no way I could do that.
Yeah, I got a letter from Starbucks.
What do
You
you mean?
got a letter from Starbucks?
Hey, by the way,
Cease and desist?
all those
Leave us alone,
all
stuff
those
like that.
stars you've built up, they're about to expire.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What's that all about?
They don't roll over?
That's
What do you mean they expire?
I don't know.
You better use them up.
I guess so. I'm going to send Mark out for more coffee.
Dude, you've got to have so many
Yeah.
stars.
Are you onto this? You the nickname for Starbucks? Starbies? Are you using that yet?
Starbies?
No, and I won't talk to anyone who does.
I like Starbies.
I like it.
I like Starbies.
Yeah.
I like it a
I like
lot.
Starbies.
Not bad at all.
No, I don't.
Everybody's saying
Can you
it's
get a roast beef sandwich there, too?
Let's go to Starbucks.
No, that's Arby's. Christie.
The amount of rewards you've accrued, Starbucks may owe you a Starbucks.
I'll put it inside of my house. It'll be fun.
Dear Tom, you are now the recipient of the 32nd Street location.
You know, if he owned a Starbucks, he would say this one time. Hi, what can we get started for you today? He'd do that once.
Tommy Lee of Motley Crue has a Starbucks in his house.
Wow. Does he have his own barista?
The episode I was watching, I didn't see one.
Or does he just step back
Got the
behind?
logos and all that.
Do people come over?
Yeah, how odd.
God, all that creativity and musical genius and a Starbucks. That's amazing.
Meanwhile, Jan Brady's selling her scripts.
Yeah, and that's sad.
There is no justice.
No.
There is
I want to make some money, sell those panties.
Well, I've got a giant weighing. I get it on my own Starbucks. Mayhem.
Now, coming up, Christy.
Mayhem.
What do you got, Christy?
Well, we have young adults and bad punctuation. We have a popular decongestant that we've all used that really doesn't work, apparently. He was right.
I know.
And
doggies in the news.
We have a family meeting at my house.
A family meeting.
I'd love to hear about it.
This followed up by, what did he say before he said this on the air?
I feel like I'm already on thin ice.
You don't want to talk about it on the
I
air?
can't talk about this on the air.
Family meeting. There are parts of it I can't discuss.
Family meeting.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our...
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but... Yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course... Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show, Big Skin Pick, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Today, a little bit of an issue, something a little minor. Christy has a new boyfriend. She's officially announced the arrival of her new boyfriend.
Yeah, Yeah,
He just got here. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
she ordered him online. Yeah, come on.
No, I mean, you've been seeing this guy, and now suddenly it's okay.
We can go with it. Yeah,
we're going with it. It's official. And the reason we had to go with it is because this guy's name is Tom, my name, and there was some confusion behind the scenes. Christy,
I'm the only one named. I'm the original Tom.
Well, no, but Christy was telling stories. She'd go, this weekend, Tom and I did something, and she would
I'd have to
tell about some exotic adventure they had, and I'd have to clarify that I had no part of this.
There has been some speculation on the show that Tom and I might be seeing each other this Tom,
but
and
it's
that's
not.
totally not true.
So you have boyfriend Tom, and then I will be plaintiff Tom. I think.
How about Boss Tom?
I like that.
Taking it off here, Boss Tom.
But see, since he's your man, he should be Major Tom, and then I would be Minor Tom.
Oh, that's nice.
That way, since he's like the guy, you're major dude. Yeah. We'll have to settle on something. I kind of like work Tom versus play Tom. Or day Tom versus night Tom. But then sometimes you see him during the day. Like on a Saturday, you probably let him in, I assume, during the day.
No, he stays chained to the tree, Tom. He's not allowed in.
Sometimes we have lunch, I think there's a Starbucks in town that thinks that we're having an affair. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Because you know how we meet at the same Starbucks occasionally. And,
I see.
The people that work there kind of give you that look like,
Well, that's because see, he's facing them, and when you look away, he makes funny faces with his lips.
That's probably true.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
That's the standard.
Don't ever do that again. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Sorry. That's a really creepy
That was like a lizard
what was that? I missed
snake.
it.
No, you don't want to see it.
Let's just say Chick is the employee at Starbucks.
Yes.
And then I am facing them, sitting at the table.
And I'm sitting with my back to
You're
them.
sipping some annoying exotic
Don't
drink.
show me your tongue again, please.
And as soon as you look away.
You look away, and then he goes with his tongue, implying that
creepy pink thing come out of his face?
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly?
She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond.
Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
But they had 12 children. Highest on up and died, and Susie remarried. I'll tell you, it was really something because she married her true love, Sam Samurai.
Oh, touching.
Yep. With Sam, she had 12 more children.
Wow.
Well, finally, after many years, Susie died.
I wonder why.
I'll never forget it. I was standing right next to her at the funeral home, next to her body. Two little old ladies were staring down at Susie with tears in their eyes, and the first little old lady said, well, they're finally together. The second little old lady said, who, Susie and her first husband, or Susie and Sam Samurai? No, neither. Her legs.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Christy, I don't know if you've seen this, but it says, this is from the science editor, Stefan Anitie. The headline is 10 minutes of staring at boobs daily prolongs man's life by 5 years.
I'm going to live forever.
Now, according to this news account, this says 10 minutes of staring at the charms of a well-endowed female is equivalent to a 30-minute aerobic workout, according to Dr. Karen Weatherby.
Well, we get one arm working out.
Men aged
40 or over should spend at least 10 minutes a day admiring breasts size D cup or larger.
There's a requirement.
This is from FARC. I have to tell you,
There is qualification.
I am a little
All right,
skeptical.
that's funny.
First of all, the headline should be Bob Kavoyan lives forever.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christie Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, man.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. A couple things.
I have an email.
I got a bunch of them, but go ahead. You go first, Kristen.
Dear Knuckleheads. I also own a JDM car. That's Japanese domestic market.
Oh.
That's like my Nissan Figaro. He has a 93 Toyota Soarer, which is kind of what the Supra was based on when they finally came to the States. It's a really cool car, but it's right side drive. He says he goes through the drive-thrus. I'd like to see this. Backwards.
Wow.
Ooh. He goes, I get a lot of looks, but it was worth it. So, I don't know.
That's hilarious.
He asked me to try it. Chris in Cincinnati, I don't drive that well backwards. I don't think I can
You don't
maneuver.
have the camera like the new
No,
cars
you get
do.
so used to those cameras, don't you?
And then when he gets his food, he also eats his apple pie first and then his cheeseburger.
There, of course he does.
Isn't that
Dessert first.
Love that.
side of his mouth.
Thank you, Chris.
Don't you love breakfast for dinner?
Oh, sure. Yeah, it was always a treat when I was a kid.
That would be
Yes.
tricky if you have to go around one of those curves.
Well, yes, Ace.
Also,
tricky,
it would
but-
be weird if you were coming up to it and you'd think you were going in the wrong way.
Right, and you see this guy, like, what are you doing,
Yeah.
dude?
That's being
great.
cute.
And
illegal.
Now, we
That's
had
what
a-
I'd think, and then I go, oh, I see.
Why were we talking about Eldridge Cleaver?
Why do we
again?
talk about
You brought it up.
I know. What
We
was
were
the-
talking about
Oh, I know.
the
It was
pockets
pants.
in the front.
It was pants.
Thank God we're back to this.
I'm going somewhere.
I
pockets.
bet you aren't.
Okay, let's spend $1,000. Do you have
All
any
right.
money?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do it.
Okay. You got
And I'll be the judge as to if we actually went somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys.
and you have to abide by his decision.
You guys. Whose decision?
Josh's.
Okay, I'm in.
Being the smartest person in the room, it only makes sense. That
Yeah.
Here.
And the favorite.
Okay.
Doesn't bother her.
You guys
Go ahead.
came up. You guys had an idea for a pair of pants with a pocket in the.
I had an idea. I said, why don't we have a pocket on our penis?
I'll make a ruling, chicks, right?
Thank you.
in the front.
The dick
And then,
pocket.
so then, when you had to get changed, you'd have to be
Because
digging.
somebody said Christy has breast pockets.
She does. Those are called
Those-
breast pockets.
Yeah, well, why isn't there a cock pocket then?
No, that's not what we were calling it.
Are you sure?
What are we calling it?
I don't think we went with.
I'm pretty sure that's what we were calling it.
So-called cock pocket.
I think we said cock.
Hot pocket.
We didn't go with any of those.
I'm sorry.
It was the cocket.
You know what? I'm going to agree with whatever Pat says. What did we call
It was the cocket.
The cocket.
Yeah. You see,
Yeah.
that's,
See my confusion.
what do you call those words? I just forgot. Portmanteau.
That's right.
Well, it's a combination of pocket and.
Yep.
Okay. So
So then
the
Eldridge
point
Cleaver
is,
had these pants that had a sleeve in the front where you put your penis.
I think anyone who's educated themselves into the civil rights movement, the Black Panthers,
Yeah,
we know
now
you're on the
throw that
forefront.
would
into
be
it.
aware of,
that's one of your highlights.
very interesting people like
You
Stokely
got your
Carmichael,
finger on the pulse of
Eldridge
that.
Cleaver.
Terrence, man, go on.
Okay, and Eldridge Cleaver wrote a book that I read many years ago called Soul on Ice.
Read a book from a man he would have crossed the street to avoid.
Oh, absolutely. yeah. Eldridge was a bad man. Now, Josh, since I know you don't believe me, I have taken the time and trouble to find a photograph of these pants.
They're really something.
These came out in the 70s. It was pants for men only. And Josh, do you want to stand up and look at this photograph?
Sure. Yes.
These trousers. These trousers.
It's a yes day.
These trousers. You see, he's got.
He's asking you to look at the picture
traditional legs.
because we've all seen it 17 times.
Yes.
These particular trousers, they have individual pant legs for the left and the right leg, and then in the middle there is what I would call a sleeve
For the third leg.
for the male member.
Yes.
And I must say, Eldridge looks like he's got a prodigious tool there. It is.
He has nothing to be shy about.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why he invented these trousers. They did not take off.
No.
And Eldridge is described here as he wrote the monumentally important book Soul on Ice, ran for president in '68, But his for men only pants did not take off.
Okay.
My goodness.
Boy, somebody must have a pair out there.
These would be so rare. But no, the reason I brought this up, because I wasn't going anywhere, I'll take my $1,000 in cash.
Okay, I owe you. Come get it.
Because Pat Godwin told me he has a song about this.
I was doing some research, and you're right. I knew a man who was a political activist, and for that, he'll go down in history. But he had another dream. It was penis pants, it seems. Because his schlong was bursting at the seams. Have you seen these pants? By Eldridge Cleaver. They got a penis pouch. That's how they're designed. They're so badass. Ooh, oh, Eldridge Cleaver, they're not for the beaver, they're for guys. Penis pants by Eldridge Cleaver.
That's right. Thank you.
Chick, I hate to do it. You owe Tom $1,000.
Good. Come get it.
Why don't you donate it to your favorite charity?
Why don't you go up on Alli and holler fish? How about that?
By the way, this description here, this is interesting to note. The Eldridge Cleaver pants. Cleaver's pants are constructed with two types of eye-catching pouches. One is oval-shaped like a football player's jockey cup. The other features a tubular-shaped extension for the male member and the adjoining smaller pouch for the testicles.
There was a smaller pouch for the testicle.
Yeah. They did not. By the way, the clever. There's an ad here. Walking tall, walking proud. You'll be the cock of the walk.
Wow!
With the new fall collection from Eldridge de Paris.
Yeah, de Paris.
These are classic.
Eldridge de Paris.
Anyway, this is a little bit of history. There's some important people out there, some important books you might want to read about the Revolution, which will not be televised.
I'm looking at some of the verbiage for his pants that I can't read.
Really? It's classic. So again, I'll take the $1,000 and donate it to charity. We have Christie Lee at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah.
I don't sound so disgusted.
A new poll reveals shifting attitude toward proper spelling and grammar. Well, this is not a surprise. Less than a quarter of Gen Z users actually have a period, comma, or quotation marks added in their casual communications.
Damn kids.
Whereas 55% of those over the age of 65 say they always stick to proper grammar when texting or posting online. 16% of Gen Z and 28% of millennials always use periods at the end of sentences. A third of Gen Z respondents proofread their messages before sending them.
That's a thing that you've really got to do.
Yes, especially with autocorrect, because it changes your words all the time. You can't type of. It always wants to go to if into of or whatever.
Also, the other thing is you got to make sure they're going to the right person.
Well, that's true, too.
That can be very awkward. 2/3
of younger adults regularly use abbreviations compared to 21% of respondents over the age of 65.
When Josh was dating that woman named Mona and inadvertently sexted his mom.
Yeah.
You know what? Turned out it didn't matter. She was very proud.
So
you have your father's penis.
So older folks are a little more concerned about grammar.
Absolutely, and the young kids don't really care. Yeah.
What, Chick? Your thoughts?
I'm sorry.
When you text.
No, I don't pay extra attention to it. I always look at it before I send it. And I have sent something accidentally to someone else, so I always make sure I'm sending it.
But do you use punctuation, capital letters?
No, yeah, well, no.
So they're saying you're welcome.
Really.
You say W or whatever.
No, I don't do that. No.
No, I don't.
I say okay instead of just AY instead of okay.
Not okay? Not letter O, letter K? You just do the AY. Oh, that's hip.
No, he doesn't.
No, he adds the AY.
AY.
Okay, spells it out.
I thought it was...
You confused boob.
I don't want to name names here. Jeff Oskay will occasionally respond with K, and it makes me want to punch him in the jaw.
Instead of okay. That is so annoying.
I do that with my kids all the time. K.
K.
Yeah.
So they don't care if they look DUM?
Yeah. Tony Mayer, general manager of the Plain English campaign, warned
the mayor.
People learn bad habits very quickly nowadays. Once they get into the habit, they continue to use it. Might seem small, but it could cost you a decent job.
It could.
Don't know why you would be texting to someone that you work for.
I bet it happens more now. But Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a big... If a young person sends me a text and it's not correct, I don't get all upset.
Oh, my kids and I text that way all the time. I don't care. I'd rather just hear from them. I don't care how they spell it.
Commas and things have a significant part of understanding a sentence. Remember the movie Charlie?
Charlie?
The flowers from Algernon thing?
Yeah. Remember the scene where he's I think he's at Harvard or something, and he's got all these words.
I don't have the time or the will anymore to try to rein him in.
And
I don't know what to do.
There's no punctuation. He walks up and punctuates it, and it goes, that is, that is not, is not.
Yeah,
that scene?
They were just happy that Charlie was writing anything. I think. Let's not.
Boy, what a relatable story that
Okay. How about this one? Can I submit this old phrase? Grammar is the difference in helping your Uncle Jack off a horse and helping your Uncle Jack off a horse.
Right.
See,
sure.
The way you punctuate that sentence could be significantly different.
Eat, shoots, and leaves.
Yes, for the second one, you'll want to wear goggles.
I like that joke. Eat, shoots, and leaves.
Well, thank you very much, Christy. What else is happening out there?
Coming up, we'll have our update on nasal decongestants. We'll have the dog stories. We've got 2 of them. One...
Is a good boy?
Yeah, he's a good boy, but he didn't find his owner for 3 weeks. We'll talk about that. And lots of crocodiles on the loose. We'll tell you where.
Yeah.
Dozens.
Yeah, please tell us.
And we'll get that iPhone 15 update. But right now,
Raycon earbuds, ladies and gentlemen. You know them, you love them, you can't live without them. What? You don't have a pair yet? Well, what's wrong with you? Raycons look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. Noise isolation, awareness mode. You can listen while you travel during a grueling workout. Man, they come in handy on the airplane. They have optimized gel tips that fit every ear ever made. The earbuds are comfortable enough for all-day wear. And remember, Raycon earbuds will not budge. And with Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth syncing, 32 hours of battery life. And how about this? They start about half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 78,000 5-star reviews. And school's back in session, which means Raycon is having their annual back-to-school sale. For a limited time, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Score 20% off the already low price. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
And I'm going to tell you about my family meeting.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to hear about a family meeting with Chad Daniels.
Oh.
Okay, that's great. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
A lion. I've always said,
You want a lion?
I would. I know this is crazy that I thought about this.
What now?
I would never go into the wilderness and get and have a lion because they belong.
Right.
That's where they belong.
But if somebody maybe they worked at the zoo and there was a lion and it had to live in a house, but it had to be sedated all the time, and I
How
could
about raised
squeeze
from
it.
a cub? I'm raised from a cub and
Yes.
know you. And...
I would love a lion just because they're so cute. I would just bite them all the time. Their face, that little
They
nose.
bite back, believe it or not. Yeah.
You know,
And their
dogs.
teeth are bigger.
Nick has raised a very interesting point.
What?
Which is the essence of it, I think you said, just because you like something, you don't have to have it.
Well, I've always been, somewhat controlled by my finances, so there's a lot of stuff that even if I did want, I couldn't have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I literally, and I have panic attacks. Well, I'll get done with the workout, and I go, I want to go get one of those really nice, like $6 smoothies, and I'll think about it for like, should I treat myself? Am I worth
Yes,
it?
Nick. You're worth $6.
You know what says something? You think? I think in my head I'm probably the only one doing this.
Right.
I was at Whole Foods, and they had these like expensive lemonades. I don't know how to explain it, but the tops were the type where it had a metal top, and you would pull it open, and it would be a rubber seal like the old days.
Oh, yeah,
and it was like a little bit extra. But I had friends coming in from out of town, and I know this is crazy. I thought it'll look good in the refrigerator, And I was at Whole Foods, and I bought milk in the glass. I wanted it to look, I wanted it to look like my home. It was a home, like my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah. So I walked over and I went to buy it. It was $2 more than regular lemonade. Then I walked away. And then I went back. I went, what
are you doing? You are a full-grown adult, and over $2, get the goddamn lemonade. Well, it worked, because I'm not kidding you, but the outcome is how I reacted. My sister-in-law was there, and she opened the refrigerator, and, I go over, all my brothers are married, their refrigerators are filled with, so she opens up, she goes, oh, fancy lemonade. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't act like, I acted like, yeah, that's the type I buy.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. Totally worth it.
Yeah. As I only half it's there, I left the other half in the rolls and it's spoiled. I'm having the Rolls Royce fixed.
Well,
that's why I'm driving this.
I would have got the milk in the jug, but my lion ate it. So.
Yeah, my lion likes it out of the glass.
That's right.
Yeah.
We all do weird things.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
We're talking with comedians Mark Klein and Nick Griffin. Nick, anything new in your life?
Well, no. I mean, I'm just out there, trying to make it work. I think you got to try to enjoy yourself. Obviously, I'm a positive guy, very optimistic.
I've noticed that. That's what I like about you.
Yes, I feel
Is this your New Year's resolution?
Yeah, I feel like
2010's your year.
No, I need to be more realistic, and I feel like you got to enjoy yourself in the moment because in an hour, a day, a week, it's all going to suck again. Because that's life, right? Good, sucky, 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 sucky.
You say that in Japan, and you're going to have a great time.
It's true. It's just hard adjusting to the sucky part of life because when you first get to Earth, everything's sweet. When you're a baby, everyone's kissing your ass, hugging you, feeding you, and then boom, acne, erections, calculus.
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
Meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan to try and stop a nerve gas attack by the mean Russian man. Jack is hiding in the ductwork, crawling around. Then he pops up, pulls his gun, shouting, "Everybody down!" Jack is just trying to keep America free. But tell him a lie and he'll shoot your wife right in the knee. Gotta get the intel, no matter the cost. He gonna give the wet list to that German dude who was on Lost. Jackie said, Chloe, upload them schematics to my PDA. Gonna put my jacket hood on, hold my breath and save the day. Jackie said, oh yeah, life goes on. Long after they set off the nerve gas bomb.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christie Lee at the news desk.
Yo.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, waiting for Tom to be ready. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, a couple things. We have some more iPhone 15 news coming up. We also have some technical news about over-the-counter drugs. I don't even know how to... Is it...
Advisors to the Food and Drug Administration have determined that the leading decongestant found in several over-the-counter drugs does not actually relieve congestion. The FDA assembled its outside advisors to take another look at Phenylphedrine, which became the main drug in over-the-counter decongestants when medicines with pseudoephrine, or however you say that, were moved.
Pseudoephedrine, maybe?
Pseudoephedrine, yeah, that's the stuff they used to make
That's the real
meth.
stuff.
Yes.
But that's Sudafed, and this is a super confusing story because they were showing in the news last night.
They have a Sudafed that's over the counter.
It's like Sudafed PE or something.
Experts have determined that.
It doesn't work.
Yes. There you go. That's a story.
But you have to get the real Sudafed from the pharmacist.
That's correct.
You have to show them your ID so you don't go make meth.
Right.
And don't make a meth.
No.
Okay, just don't.
If the FDA follows through on the panel's recommendations, drug makers could be required to pull these oral medications from store shelves. This all changed in 2006. Tom, immediately when this happened, walked in and said, those don't work anymore. You were on this early.
But you're being scammed when it says Sudafed PE. The real stuff, you have to go to the pharmacist. You have to know a guy.
You don't have to know a guy. You just ask the pharmacist.
Well, this stuff, they say it's as effective as placebos.
Right.
Which, by the way, my insurance company does cover.
Placebos?
Yeah.
Of course they do.
For everything. It's amazing.
Only if the placebos are free, I think. It would.
So anyway, you're going to have to go and ask and show your ID like you're a criminal.
Well,
You know,
it's a fine
it's
thing.
so easy to do.
To
I
try
don't
to keep people
understand.
from making a bunch of meth.
Right. I agree, Josh.
It's such a hassle for me to round up all my friends.
No, this is what it's about.
You should stop with, it's just a hassle for me.
Right.
That's your problem.
Right.
To round up all my friends so I can make meth in my basement. That's not true. I make it in the garage. Okay.
A couple from New Zealand is demanding a refund for their plane tickets after they were seated next to, quote, a snorting, farting dog on a 13-hour flight.
Yikes.
News site Stuff reports that...
Stuff is still around?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gill and Warren Press boarded the 13-hour flight from Paris to Singapore and discovered a dog was accompanying the passenger next to them.
Man, that's a long flight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gill said they spoke with a flight attendant in hopes of switching seats, but the only ones left were in the back row of economy. They were in like the business class. They were up kind of closer to the front. They chose to stay, but halfway through the flight, the couple said the dog was farting, occupying her husband's leg room and drooling on his legs.
That sucks.
They said flight attendants were then able to accommodate them in the front of the economy cabin that had been reserved for staff. They filed a complaint, though, with Singapore Airlines and did receive a travel voucher of $119 per person.
Oh, that's not enough.
They found the offer unacceptable, Josh, and are now seeking a full refund for the flight.
I read pretty deep into this. The farting was so bad, those oxygen masks dropped out.
Oh, gosh.
Nice.
Yeah, sensor on them.
Yeah, this was a pretty decent-sized dog, kind of very stout.
I think they've got a legit complaint here.
I do, too. Absolutely.
These
Did
dogs...
did the dog let him have the armrest at least? Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Was this was a fake service dog, undoubtedly?
It's an animal support, and it was a support animal, emotional support animal.
Okay, good.
Get a blanket.
Take it an emotional support boat. Okay. I'm just saying.
Suck your thumb.
It's time for the family meeting story.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a family meeting the other night, which was fun.
Those were never fun when my parents
No,
were small.
Christy,
they had a family meeting. It was bad news.
Yeah.
Christy,
right?
what else in news then?
There are going to be a lot of changes around here. That's how it would always start. Things are going to change around here.
Yeah.
So I started by taking attendance.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
That went well.
How many in attendance?
Well, and only 4, but we did it with Robert's Rules of Order.
You did?
Yeah, of course.
Alphabetically?
You just want a little bit of, you want to get some
point of
order.
parliamentary procedure.
And my 7-year-old daughter kept hanging upside down on the chair and doing cartwheels. It's distracting for a proper meeting.
Absolutely.
But it was fun.
Did you get a second on that motion to get her to sit down?
That didn't really work. The point is, but it went well. We had to review some serious business in the family, and I think all is well as we move forward this fall with the new things going on in school. But it reminded me of something, and that was a little something from the great comedian Chad Daniels, who's a good friend of this show, about, well, you'll see how this ties into the family meeting.
With us in the studio, comedian
Chad Daniels.
Hello.
Chad, once again, husband of one, father of two.
Don't you have a news conference for your kids every now and then?
3 times a day when I'm home, I have a press conference with my children.
Oh, really? And so they're asking the questions, or are they on the dais with you? How does that work?
They're only allowed to ask questions during the conference. I'm
Exactly,
guessing.
because what happened was there was questions all day.
Yeah.
And I don't have time for that. I got to think a little bit for myself. Otherwise, I go out in the real world with adults, and I'm like, hey, it's a ball. I'm just too integrated into children.
Right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I laminated some press passes, gave them a notebook and a pen.
Right.
And 3 times a day, I wheel a podium out of my closet into the living room, and they come running.
Oh, I'll bet.
Because they know it's the only time. So
Daddy.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have to acknowledge them? Do you?
I absolutely do. I say, okay, everyone settle down, please. Thank you for coming. We'll go ahead and start the press conference. We'll go ladies first. Olivia, first question. Why does your puppy dog stick to the refrigerator? Well, it's a great question. There's a magnet on the back of it. Magnets stick to metal. The refrigerator's made of metal. That's why your puppy dog sticks to the refrigerator. Good. Great question. Isaac, next question. Yeah, sometimes the green jelly beans can be tricky. You stick it in your mouth, you think it's lime, and it's spearmint, and spearmint sucks.
Amen.
Watch your ass. Smell your jelly beans. Great question. Olivia, next question. There is a magnet on the back of it. Isaac, next question. Why does your sister cry all the time? Well, that's a great question. I think a lot of people in this house want an answer to that. As you know, for starters, we have wooden floors all over our home, and Crazy runs around in cotton socks like there's not going to be consequences. Not to mention the fact she never watches where she goes.
Never.
Do you remember when she hit her face in the side mirror of my car? How did you not see your face coming at you? You never thought, there's my face, but here's my face. Awesome question. Olivia, next question. It's a magnet.
Chad Daniels talking about his family meeting.
Is that how yours went?
Yeah, it went a little bit better than that, but it was very, very good. A lot of fun.
Now, did they have any
Questions?
rules or
Oh, yeah.
laws for you? Did they say, Dad, while we're talking?
I can't imagine what it would be like.
I can't imagine.
Can you even talk about it?
To live with you.
I can't either.
They have opinions.
Are they allowed to express them?
Oh, they express them constantly.
Oh, okay.
They don't like what I wear, eat, say, do. And just a handful of minor things. Their mom's teaching.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you want out,
You have a safe place to go?
I know somebody who's very good at arson, and we can get you out.
Very good.
He's never been caught.
Have a nice letter here. Just saying how this person, Mark, can't get through the day without our show. Well, that's so nice of you to say.
Very sweet.
He listens to us on WIOT in Toledo. But he points out, I don't live in Ohio. I live in Michigan and listen there.
All right.
By the way, my personal phone is an iPhone 6S.
Attaboy.
I use it every day.
Yeah, well.
Ace, what do you think you got over there? What is that?
7 or 8.
7 or 8, okay.
Do you just use it for phone calls or text messages, or do you have apps? What do you...
Is there a reason you don't want us to know what model your phone is?
I don't think he knows.
Remember.
You don't remember what
I think you can open it up and there's a button you press, it'll tell you.
But I did look how many photos I have.
How many?
398.
He didn't get out much.
300. Are any of them deeply personal?
There's a picture of my mother on there.
Oh.
So there are nudes then.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Nice.
You were all thinking.
Nice save, Chick. Nice save. You're off my list.
Chick,
now.
please
You're okay.
do not be crass. If you want naked pictures of Ace's mom, I'll show them.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're looking I'm in a good mood today.
I had no idea it was going this way. I'm so sorry for reading the letter. But we did have big iPhone news for those of you that have an iPhone and want to upgrade maybe. What have we got, Christy?
Yeah, the Apple folks unveiled the new iPhone yesterday, and it will require the USB-C charger cable. We're going back to that one. If you want the iPhone 15, premium models will be equipped with what Apple said is the equivalent of 7 camera lenses. That includes a periscope-style telephoto lens.
Seems like overkill.
Doesn't it? That that will improve the quality of photos taken from far distances. Your basic iPhone 15 starts at $800. The iPhone 15 Plus, $900. The iPhone 15 Pro starts at $1,000. The new models will be available in stores September 22nd, and the pre-orders start on Friday.
Did you say photos taken from fart distances?
Far distances.
So the big difference, I guess, longer battery life, but the big difference is the cable. The charging cable is no longer the famous Lightning.
No, it's no longer their Lightning.
Because of the Europeans.
Right.
Actually, the Lightning cable for the iPhone was the only place I think you used the Lightning cable.
It's on the
Everything else
phone,
is
right?
on USB-C.
So the European Union, whatever, they require all cell phones to have the same.
Okay.
He's right on this one.
This is
It just doesn't.
correct information.
Everybody will be fine. Everybody will adjust.
Of course.
But you're gonna have a lot of those run. Wait a minute. Is Frank in there?
Well, let me check if he left. Frank?
Yeah. Oh,
He's still here?
If he came back, he said, he left.
Wait a minute.
Went to a different store.
Hang on. Literally no difference. Hey, Frank, huh?
I'm Sinatra now.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That little Jack Daniels and a Lucky Strike.
Little encore. It's called an encore. How you doing, chick?
I've been better.
iPhones. I've had a few with chargers, too many to mention. And now the iPhone's new, and it requires a new connection. Oh, it was lightning cord for many years. It was so easy, but now I gotta buy a USB-C.
Thank you, Frank.
That's a high note. I gotta go now and adjust my pants.
All right.
Very nice. So it'll all be the USB-C. Okay, good to know. Now, we are also discussing the fact that the language used in texting, et cetera, a lot of abbreviations, a lot of code.
No punctuation.
And one of the things that bothered you, Josh, was when Mr. Oskay would say, okay, he would just text back the letter
K, like a 9-year-old girl.
Mr. Hostrander writes, if someone responds to my text with a K, I text back, potassium? Question mark.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, sir. I think it's very funny. Obviously a man of deep thought and profound skills. We return to Christie Lee at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, a woman has been reunited with her dog after it got stuck at the Atlanta airport for 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Paula Rodriguez was traveling from her home in the Dominican Republic to San Francisco when her visa
I go to the Atlanta airport, it feels like 3 weeks.
was canceled at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport.
Wait, what was canceled?
Her visa.
Oh.
So she had to spend the night in a detention center
Did she have an
before
American Express?
There you go.
taking a
On a
return
MasterCard.
flight home the following day.
So I didn't realize they had a... So if you're trying to get into the States and you can't get in, they have a place you can stay overnight? That's kind of nice.
It's called the detention center. However, when Rodriguez went to board her flight home, her dog Maya was nowhere to be found.
Rodriguez, huh?
CNN reports a Delta Airlines representative told Rodriguez the dog was on her way to the plane when staff opened her crate and she escaped. After 3 weeks
Come
of
back.
evading capture, Maya was found safe and was finally reunited with Ms. Rodriguez over the weekend.
She was living on pepperoni from Sparrow. What is it? Sparrows. Yeah.
Auntie Anne's pretzels.
Auntie Anne pretzel cheese. That probably like that.
Oh, I bet.
Those $8 bottles of water. That's a sweet, happy story.
Yes.
That's like a Disney story.
I think Tom Hanks has signed up to play the dog.
The dog in the airport.
He's living. Who was the guy? Wasn't that guy living in the airport for years?
I never saw this movie.
Yeah, me either.
It's a good one.
The Terminal?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's based on a true story, correct? Yeah.
So he just lived at Hudson News or what?
Yeah, some guy from some S-hole country gets stuck at the whatever.
Airport, just lives there, huh?
Just lived there.
Nobody noticed?
No, they started
For
to
years?
notice.
Was he
But
living?
they couldn't do anything.
Was he living in one of the places that was being remodeled? Is that how they got around it?
I think, yeah, it was kind of a terminal that was either being remodeled. I haven't seen it since it came out.
What did he do for money?
I feel like he got a stipend every day from somewhere, and he was able to eat there. And
Really?
yeah, because he couldn't leave the airport. There was some international law.
Did he use an accent?
Yeah, oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't the Forrest Gump voice, though, was it?
No.
Okay.
Good to know. I'll give you the teaser, Christy.
We have crocodiles on the loose due to flooding. We'll tell you where.
And you won't tell us where.
Yeah,
This is the second time
Nope,
through.
I'm not
Could be in
gonna
our
tell you
basement.
where. Could be.
Could be out here in the lobby.
Could be in the lobby.
You don't know.
I got a weird wine story coming up for you, Christy. Not the wine that flooded the city, but another one that I think you may find interesting because you're the wine lady in this place.
I'm going to tell you about Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. Now at Simply Safe, there's revolutionary home monitoring innovation. It's called 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, and it's designed to help stop crime in real time. If an intruder breaks into your home now, Simply Safe professional monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter them through Simply Safe's new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, stopping them in their tracks. 24/7 Lifeguard Protection is made possible by the new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, available with Fast Protect monitoring plan, the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with a built-in siren. You can install it your way, of course, like I did, do it yourself in about half hour, or you can have a Simply Safe expert set it up for you. Either way, it is so easy and extra safe now to protect your home. For a limited time, get 20% off your new system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Visit simplysafetom.com and get all the deets. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, wine in the news, and also...
I don't want to read the news.
We have Sexy Time with Alli Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say?
To be explained elsewhere.
295 Night Ranger when you close your eyes. It's 8:42. You're with Bob and Tom on a 2 for Tuesday.
Good morning.
Howdy.
Great.
Holmes.
Sherlock. Let's play word association.
Okay.
Howdy.
Holmes.
Sherlock.
Holmes.
John C. With Bob and Tom.
Holmes.
The human tripod.
I see.
Okay, I'm sorry. Bob.
That's all right.
From 6 a.m. and for the next 4 hours, Bob Kavoyan and Tom Griswold fill the airwaves with jokes and pranks that range from silly to hilarious and from bawdy to sick.
Why is sex like air?
Why is sex like air? I give up, Bob.
Because it's no big thing unless you're not getting it.
They deliver a National Lampoon sort of humor that leaves the audience laughing while wondering how Q95 can broadcast some of the things they say.
Half the joke is in your mind. The joke isn't stated outright. The person has to put something into it to get something out of it.
Yeah, they're fun and
people like them.
People enjoy them.
They laugh at them. And there's an alternative. You can always change the channel.
But people aren't. After 2 years on the air, Bob and Tom have taken Q95's morning show to the top of the volatile morning FM ratings. WFBQ is the third radio station the zany team has worked for. After 6 years together, they've got the routine down pat. Bob runs the audio control board, plays straight man, and provides the program's famous laugh.
Amateur phylactics. Amazing concept, I think, and I think it's going to go
Tom
far.
sits on a mound of notes and papers to provide the program's often quoted jokes and many of its voices.
Oh, hello, Mohandas.
Hello, Bob.
How are you?
Oh, I am fine today. Hello, Tom. Hi, Mohandas. You look very good today. Thank you so much, Mohandas.
Much of their banter is off the cuff with an occasionally rehearsed punchline off mic during a song.
Only if it makes you late for the ceremony.
She's controversial. She's provocative. She's the famous sex therapist, Dr. Ruth Weisboner. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Dr.
Their regular spoof on Dr. Ruth Westheimer features some of their more risque humor.
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married?
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married? Well, no, as long as you're not late for the wedding.
Bob and Tom's task of filling 20 hours of airtime every week is made easier by several regular characters phoned in by people around town. Nightclub owner Sonny is a favorite.
Great approach.
How are things going on at the track? I know you're running the mystery flesh tent this year.
Everything is going just fine, Dow. I bred that baby up, throw it in some shortening, and serve it up. It's the mystery flesh tent, Dow.
That's located, of course, in turn 1.
It's right there in turn 1 where people seem to be the most hungry and the least discriminating.
Other characters are voiced by regular visitors to the studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Tiger Dog Bardo. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Good morning, Mr.
Q95
Nixon.
midday personality Jay Baker voices the spoof on Richard Nixon.
Now, do you remember Ronald Reagan visiting the German cemetery over the weekend?
Oh, that's right, yes.
The media referred to it as the Nazi cemetery. You know, I was the one that put him up to that.
I see.
I said, babes, this is going to be so beautiful for your career. Trust me on this one. I told him, I said, when I was a young boy, I heard the phrase, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. I said, Ronnie, you can't miss a whole field full of dead Nazis. You slide over there, you put the wreath down, the wreath, and you're cruising.
Bob and Tom say they get very few complaints from listeners as they poke fun at every special interest group imaginable. And station management has left them unrestrained on the limits of their humor. After 2 years, the result has been high ratings, a devoted following, and 2 happily transplanted Hoosiers who say they just might stay to grow old and gray on Q95.
Could be. It's very possible. In fact, it's already started. Bob's getting gray. Yeah. Tom's getting old. Yeah.
This is Greg Todd, Channel 6 News.
Oh, I feel so much better now. You know, Bob. Yes. I don't want to say that most of the women that you go out with have questionable morals or anything, but
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
Murray was the frontier pyromaniac over here. What are you lighting up the studio?
Yeah,
Bob?
this thing, it's not working. I'm sorry. Nothing. Just
Brought to you by that new Japanese Jewish restaurant, So Sue Me.
Thank you very much, Murray.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
oh my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
Hey, everybody, this is Todd. On the way.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christie Lee.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold. I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. Griswold.
Well, thank you very much, Chick. Coming up, it'll be Sexy Time with Alli Breen. One of our favorite segments will help you with your love troubles. Also coming up, the bonus Ace Cosby joke of the day today.
A third?
Have we had two?
No, I think I'm just...
The first one was so good, you laughed at it.
I did like it, yes. I didn't tell you what it was, but I remember
I'm asking you this as a friend. Yeah. I'm going to try this approach. Okay. You're doing this too much at this time. You're mentioning Ace and the joke of the day when we come back.
But people love the joke of the day.
You know what? I'm not going to argue that. Just stop talking about it, okay?
Okay, I won't mention it again.
Who's that sexy man with the
He got me!
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Now remember my new rule.
Hey, Chick.
Yeah, buddy.
You wonder why you only hear about Bigfoot in America?
Yeah, why do I only hear about Bigfoot in America?
Because everywhere else he's a big meter.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
There was a big meter sighting. And
Royale with cheese.
Well, thank you very much,
there you
Ace.
go.
Certainly enjoyed that. We turn it back to Christie Lee at the news desk.
Dozens of crocodiles have escaped from
Where?
a Chinese breeding farm amid flooding caused by Typhoon Haikui. According to the BBC.
The old Typhoon Haikui.
Here I said, watching a typhoon.
Haikui, I mean.
How long will it be out there?
What is it? What is it again? Typhoon.
I'm not sure.
575.
Haikui, it's
575.
3 lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
According to the BBC, approximately 75 crocodiles broke free when a lake in Moang overflowed. Moang?
I remember when my wang overflowed.
Maoming.
Hey, Pat! The wang's out there.
You got to put your wang back.
It's Maoming. I apologize.
Oh, yeah, he
my
played
Chinese
basketball.
is not good. The Washington Post reports the reptiles are
start
said to
getting
be
better.
Siamese crocodiles.
Siamese crocodile.
Yes. That live in fresh water and can grow to nearly 10 feet long.
I am the Siamese, if you please.
followed by the even stronger lyric, we are Siamese if you don't, please. They don't care.
No, they don't care.
They're not changing.
Chinese state media reports that just 8 reptiles have been rounded up so far, meaning dozens are still on the loose. Villagers have been told to stay at home.
Why, if there were dozens, why would you announce, well, we found 8? Why would you even say anything?
Good point.
Wow.
What movie is the...
We are Siamese, if you please.
What movie is this?
This is so creepy.
I don't remember if it's the Aristocats or if it's Lady
the
in the Tramp
Dalmatians or...
But whatever it is, I have to buy it today before that disappears.
Yeah, that won't be getting streamed much anymore.
Yeah. That and the Mr. Magoo movie.
Are there still Siamese cats?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
But not Siamese twins.
Well, no. They're conjoined.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Because not all conjoined twins are from Siam.
Right.
But I mean, the famous ones were.
We're right.
But you know, I mean, there had to be some kittens born that were conjoined.
I'm sure that's happened, yeah.
So you think they're Siamese?
Oh, my God.
I think so.
We are conjoined Siamese.
What's wrong with my brain?
I don't know.
We are Siamese.
Why are we pursuing?
It was Chang and Ang, right? And they were the original Siamese twins. And it's a horrible story.
Yeah,
like they
it
never
is.
got along.
No.
And they
it
fought.
Just brutal.
Date night.
Imagine living that long with someone constantly there.
And date night's awkward.
Yeah.
Well, no, they would go. They lived right next door to each other. And
Yeah,
they'd
go back and forth.
next door and back and forth.
Would you put on a blindfold? Would you watch? What
They
would
addressed that in the movie Stuck on You, don't they, with Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear when they're conjoined?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they put a sheet or something. I forget.
They had kids. They had regular kids. All sorts of stuff.
So the crocodiles are loose, and I love the way they refer to them as villagers.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a Frankenstein movie. You ever been called a villager?
Well, we don't. None of us live in a. Well, I kind of live in a village, I guess, but they don't call us villagers.
They call it a village because they think it's pretentious.
Yeah.
where you live.
I like that.
How many
I know
villages
you
have an
do.
orange theory?
Is the place you live called a village?
Technically, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Village of Zionsville.
They try to sell you on quaint, too, where she lives. Sure.
It is quaint.
Yeah, right.
Do you have a cobblestone street?
My ass.
A lot of villages in Zimbabwe have a Jamba Juice.
And a Range Rover Rover dealership.
It used to be Bentley, but they moved out.
We have behind the scenes here, we have one of the finest.
Thank God for the Rolls
haiku
mechanic.
writers
That's
on
right.
the planet.
We have a haiku.
I hope so.
This was a typhoon high.
This comes to us from
Typhoon haikui.
Haikui.
Mitch. Is that
okay?
No, Mike Mark.
Mike
sorry,
Mark. All right, okay.
It's a crocodile haiku.
Ooh. Okay.
Hey, look, crocodile. It must have escaped. Lost my leg. Bled out.
Bled out.
So
lost my leg.
Is it 5 words, then 7, then 5?
It's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables, right?
Or words?
Syllables.
Oh, wow, that's even harder. Wow.
He nailed it.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, thank you very much.
And he even wrote, "You are welcome."
Lost my leg. Bled out. That's fine. Yeah.
That's one way to not have to take the garbage out.
Honey, the crocodiles.
Honey, we got 74 loose crocodiles out there. Can't take the garbage out. I might lose my leg, like in the haiku. I'm sorry, back to you.
NASA astronaut Frank Rubio now holds the record for the longest U.S. space flight. Rubio surpassed the U.S. record of 355 days Monday at the International Space Station.
Wow.
He arrived at the outpost last September with 2 Russians for a routine 6 months, but that was doubled after their docked Soyuz capsule developed a coolant leak. The trio will return to Earth later this month in a new capsule that was sent up empty for the ride home. By then, he will have spent 371 days in space.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
I think that's more than a year.
I'll check on that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Russia.
Is that the American record?
The American record. Russia holds the world record of 437 days. That was set in the mid-90s.
And remaining alive.
Sure.
Oh, of course.
No,
Tom.
I don't think so.
I mean, the first Russian on the moon is still in the moon. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah.
There might have been a couple of things.
Yeah.
Wow, that's got to be rough.
That's a long.
Quite a rehab when he gets back.
Yeah, I bet. Man.
Oh, and it looks like McDonald's is planning to eliminate self-service soda machines in their U.S. restaurants.
I saw this story, and I don't know why they did
By
that.
the year 2032.
Oh.
Yeah.
Slow transition.
The goal is to create.
Just want to make sure everything goes okay.
Make sure. Why don't they take a squint at one of those ice cream machines while they're at it, so we can have milkshakes and ice cream cones?
Is there nothing worse?
Being shut down.
Nothing worse than pulling up. Oh, I'm sorry, our ice cream machine is down.
No, they never say that.
Didn't they make a
they do.
documentary about that?
They say our ice cream machine don't work every time. They've told me that. That's the way they've told me.
Yeah. Anyway, they're apparently trying to create consistency for customers and crew members across the chain's offerings.
Okay.
But a 9 year.
9 years slow.
We have there are a lot of McDonald's out there. Maybe they're just like, hey, look, some of us are going to be faster at this than others.
Yeah.
That's like buying a concert ticket.
What? What do you mean?
At least it was
Metallica 2026.
Oh, I see.
On sale now.
Oh, right. They're selling these concerts a year in advance.
A handful of McDonald's locations across the country have already begun the transition. So
Whoa, slow down, everybody.
Hey,
I want to get this right.
We got 9 years.
What do you prefer, doing it yourself or having somebody get it for you? I'll tell you this.
I don't know.
The quality of the soda tends to be better when they get it because they pay more attention to what the syrup amount and the CO2, but whether everything's still in
When they're behind the counter, you mean?
Yeah, when you go to some of these, because they can tell. So instead of having, hey, you guys are clearly low on CO2, it's all syrup. That kind of thing.
And when you worked at the movie theater, did you have to run the CO2 machine?
Yeah, I had to always plug those in and attach those and then change the syrup out, which is can be a messy job if you accidentally puncture that bladder.
What was your beverage of choice?
Back then, I think it was Mr. Pibb. I loved the Mr. Pibb at the movie theater.
Really?
Pibb Extra, yeah. Man, it was good.
Extra
Pibb
caffeine?
Extra.
I don't know what Pibb Extra meant, but it was...
Extra good.
Yeah. That stuff was good.
The kids fell asleep again. What's going on here?
That's the Irish Pibb. Mr. O. Pibbs. Mr. O. Pibb. Coming up, it's going to be sexy time. With Alli, Breen, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Went to my first luau, which was cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. You know, they burnt the pig for us and everything. It was fantastic to see a pig come out of the ground and we just ate on pig. You know, I mean, it was kind of weird looking at him with his nose sticking out at you, but, you know, he was still delicious.
Yeah, sure.
I just ate from behind, you know, that's what I did.
Yeah, no pig face.
Yeah, right, you know, no, you don't want no pig face. But my cousin them eat pig snoot in St. Louis, which is crazy. They eat the snoot.
No way.
Yeah.
They do, really?
Heck yeah, they put barbecue sauce on it and eat it. They eat the feet. Some black
Yeah, you will not lead us astray, I guarantee.
Because I hate restaurants that have those, you know, named best barbecue ever, you know, and then you go in, it's some old burnt barbecue, and it don't taste good. I mean, they only have what you want because, you know, I'm from St. Louis. We eat rib tips, you know. And rib tips is like the top part of the rib, and you cut
delicious.
it in little. Oh, my good Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Lavelle Crawford. Lavelle Crawford is our guest, and so far we've had a tour of Hawaii. We have yet to see anything except for a pig nose.
Well, you know, I won a luau. I won the hula dance competition.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow. You can move it, huh?
One thing I know about Paradise for black folks is just it's something black people want to do that we see white folks do that we shouldn't do. Like, you know, go on the catamaran. That's just like being out on a raft with a motor. It ain't safe. and my wife was, just go out on the catamaran. I said, have you ever seen a catamaran? You don't even know what it is. She's from Chicago. You don't know nothing about no catamaran. And then she can't swim. She ain't never been to a YMCA, learn how to float or nothing. But she want to go out in the middle of the ocean. Wow. See, I learned my lesson with that jet ski. They flying around on that jet ski, jumping up on the water. And I realized that water's hard as hell.
It is.
Because every time you hit a wave, man, my junk was hitting me in the chin. You know, so I know what water, you know, it's dangerous out there. And then my jet ski conked out on me, so I'm sitting out in the middle of the ocean. They had to tow me in, you know, and I fell off the jet ski. I couldn't leapfrog back on it.
No.
So, no, I couldn't do it. My blood sugar got low. I just had to lay out there, and they had to tow me in. I'm looking like the Loch Ness Negro trying to come back in. People taking pictures. What they catch?
What is that?
I think it's a killer whale.
Oh, my.
Was that your surfer voice? I love that. Here in the Bob and Tom program, we have been asking you for questions you get all the time.
About your job?
Yeah. Dear Bob and Tom, I work at the service desk of automotives. Customers call in and say, hey, the check engine light came on. What's wrong with my car?
Ah, well, there you go.
I want to always say, I don't know, put your car on the phone. Let me talk to it.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is James Brown. I'm really getting tired of people saying, so, do you feel good?
Yeah.
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is Brandy. Yes, I am sick of people asking me if I am a fine girl. Okay. If you've got questions you're tired of, we'd like to hear from you.
Yep.
Okay, that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
Brandy?
Yes.
Brandy, you're a fine girl?
Yes.
What a
I'll
good
say
wife
it.
you would be.
Yes.
But my love, my life.
And my love and my lady is the sea.
Yeah.
Now, why do you like that song? Because
I don't
is
know.
that the kind of relationship you want, where that's some
Or the
man who loves you but he has to leave for long?
Right. He comes in, gets the good loving, and then he leaves you alone.
All right. How do you think Brandy?
Hey.
How do you think Brandy got to own the bar?
She wears a braided chain made of the finest silver
from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name of the man that Brandy loves.
She killed and buried out behind the bar.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
Yeah. Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this. There it goes now. I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh,
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. You know, I kind of like this one now.
I do too. I'm with you. It's nice.
It's a horn band.
Hey, you guys, what are you doing this weekend? You want to go see a horn band?
Yeah, let's see a horn band.
Sounds like a sitcom.
Christie Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
I've been watching a lot of Family Matters lately. I need to.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You know, that guy went on to be a policeman and helped Bruce Willis.
Reginald Vell Johnson?
Take down the Nakatomi Towers or whatever he did there.
I think he helped out in Ghostbusters, too.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's
Great
Tom Griswold.
He was
all over the country.
What? Is he still with us?
No.
No?
Oh, sure. I think Reginald Vell Johnson.
Dead or in hell.
He's got a great commercial out where he's like the TV dad, right?
Yes.
Where they're talking about stuff, and the guy won't listen to his real dad, but he'll listen to the TV dad, which is
died after
Reginald.
he filmed that. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
He's alive and well.
I don't think he is.
Well, that's nice to know. Thank you very much. We have Christie Lee at the news desk, and coming up in just a few minutes, it'll be Sexy Time with Alli, Breen. But first...
What do you want to talk about here? Let's see.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's talk about you and me. Recent research suggests that board games can help boost math abilities in young children. Scientists found that for 3 to 9-year-olds, number-based board games helped improve counting, addition, and the ability to recognize if a number is higher or lower than another.
The Mr. Obvious Institute?
No joke.
No, this is done by a legit group. It's the Hasbro Institute.
Some of the games included Monopoly. Boy, that's a little tough for a 3 to 9-year-old, isn't it?
They'll just ruin it.
Othello, as well as Chutes and Ladders.
Othello. Who played Othello?
No
I
one.
never played it. What is that?
James Earl Jones.
Very nice. Bravo.
I did say...
Yeah, I'm going to stand
Who
for
played?
that.
In his defense,
Yes.
I did say who played Othello.
Yes.
Yeah, you.
And
were
quick as
instrumental in
anything, James Earl Jones.
Wasn't there an unfortunate version where it was like Richard Burton or somebody?
Oh, yeah.
They tried to.
Oh, yeah. They
did all that.
The old blackface. Yeah.
Researchers said
I'm glad we've gotten
future studies should be designed to explore the effects that these games could have on other cognitive and developmental skills.
What a load of crap.
What a stupid story.
No,
Why
this
do
makes sense.
What?
Yeah, sure. Playing games helps kids learn all kinds of stuff. Duh.
Yeah?
You know what it teach? You know what some games teach them?
What?
The game Sorry teaches kids sarcasm.
And how to lose.
Or just sorry.
Yeah.
You don't mean that. You're not sorry at all. Is this good? Should I put this in my act?
Yeah.
You should open with that.
You're going to get him right on your side, buddy.
Now, we should point out that there's a nice poster over there. It says Josh Arnold, Half Fat. That's the title.
Again with this?
Of Josh's album. I haven't mentioned it for a couple of weeks. Recorded live, and as the kids say, it drops November 3rd.
Everyone says it.
I hate it when
Well,
they say
just
that's
because you hate it.
phony inside showbiz. You know what drops? Cow turds. Albums are released.
Well, if the shoe fits.
Where does it come from? Dropping the needle on the record?
I guess.
Or something?
Who knows? Everyone's got to be an insider in Hollywood.
You're just left out and you're upset. That's all. That's fine.
I just like to say it'll be available November 3rd.
There you go.
You don't have to say drops anymore.
Where are we getting it?
I made the poster. I put drops in there.
Yes, I know you made the poster.
No, I
know.
deliberately
you,
put
God
drops.
created the earth. We all realize it.
I was busy, and no need for hostility.
It looks like you drew it. I can tell you that.
It's a terrific piece of art.
Basic.
I like to think
it's got the letters.
Complicated in its simplicity.
What colors do you like? Well, there's black.
Yes.
Well, how about white?
I like
You need
black.
a pop of color in there.
Red. We're done. Clock out.
Did they ever? Weren't they doing a Broadway show of Monopoly?
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
I would like it. I love Monopoly.
I think it's fun, too.
No, all the streets and things come from New Jersey. What are you talking about?
City.
I thought that they were doing a Broadway musical about Monopoly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They've turned everything else into
We're moving up the boardwalk. Stuff like that.
They're going to have, what, a singing iron? What?
Go to jail.
See, if there's a guy, there's some poor.
Another night on Mediterranean.
I will run, not walk, to see a guy singing in an iron suit.
If some super talented guy has spent his young adult life learning to sing, he
Stuck on Baltic.
finally gets his break. Mom, I made it to Broadway. I'm dressed as a giant iron. I gotta go.
From houses to hotels. From houses to hotels.
And then someday, Marvin Gardner.
There's a character. There has to be a character named Marvin Gardens.
There's got to be a railroad baron.
I made it, Mom. I'm the thimble.
Yes.
They got rid of the thimble, right?
Yeah, I think they got rid of maybe the iron, too. I don't know.
They got rid of the thimble?
Yeah,
Well, that's
They
just
did get rid of some of
a
them.
hate crime.
You'll have the bad guy that runs the electric company.
Yes.
Collect
Sure.
taxes.
Yeah, all the utilities.
Well,
I won $10 in a beauty contest. I won $10 in.
I know they made
I want this play.
what was the porno they made out of that one game? Connect 4.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Bob and Carol and Ted Nallis, right?
Kind of a human centipede type.
Yeah.
The thimble, boot, and wheelbarrow were kicked out.
Kicked out.
Yeah.
Like the boot.
I know. I did
I
too.
liked all those.
I liked the
What'd they
thimble.
replace it with?
Yeah.
Who knows?
iPhone.
I believe a dinosaur got in at one time. And
A dinosaur?
Yes. I'm
The
not
originals were the cannon, thimble, top hat, iron, battleship, and boot.
Ooh.
Man.
Oh, what are they now?
Well, I can't find
You know,
them.
I don't think you can actually buy just a basic Monopoly set anymore. You can get
They're all
like
themed?
Yes.
all themed.
Of course you can.
Oh, here we go.
I'll have one here in 2 hours.
Okay.
Clock's up, pal.
Hasbro Inc. partnered.
Do you want Rams or do you want Jurassic Park? What, Tom?
I don't have a date on this. Hasbro apparently is planning a Monopoly board game musical.
Really?
That can't be happening.
Yeah, we'll see. Things are kind of tough on Broadway right now, so maybe this will give them a boost.
Oh, now it looks like maybe the thimble's back in and the T-Rex was voted out.
Okay,
so who
good.
knows?
Yeah. T-Rex had no business being.
They had no business being a monopoly. You're right. Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, moving on. Taylor Swift took home the top honor at the MTV Video Music Awards. Boy, there's a shock. She won Video of the Year for her Anti-Hero video. She won 3 other awards as well. Shakira accepted her Video Vanguard Award. And Sean Diddy Combs named the Global Icon. And here's no surprise, Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett is back in the top 40 once again. That's right. It hit number 38 this week after Jimmy's death. It peaked, by the way, number 8 in 1977. Margaritaville also was the best-selling digital song of last week.
And the video that won was which one?
Anti-Hero.
That's the one with Mike Birbiglia in it.
Yep.
Yep.
Our friend Mike Birbiglia is in that thing.
I don't know if he gets a van, whatever they give out now, what is a little Moon Man trophy or whatever.
That'd be fun. Well, good for you. Good for Mike. Thank you very
And good
much.
for you.
Taylor's
I tell you
having
what,
a
it wouldn't have been
banner
the
year.
video it was without Mike in it. I tell you that.
Oh, he sold
That
Did you
couldn't
see-
have been just anybody. No, sir.
Rumor has it that Taylor Swift's dating that Kelsey boy.
Travis Kelce from
Yeah.
the Chiefs. Yeah, that's
really?
Yeah.
Scuttlebutt.
That's
no wonder he couldn't make
that's
it to the
key.
game.
Really?
Probably out of bodily fluids.
Yeah.
You know.
I bet he gets turned on at lumber yards too, probably. The 2x4 that
Oh, my
Taylor Swift
gosh.
is. What does she weigh? About 60 pounds?
I'm not going to body shame her.
All right.
She's a gorgeous little
Have a
young
sandwich.
lady.
You monster
Monster.
sandwich. Just go ahead and sing a song.
Coming up, it's going to be Sexy Time with Alli Breen. It's one of our favorite segments every
Yes.
week. We'll look forward to helping someone with their love troubles. You can help, chick.
I can leave, I know.
No, I said you can help. It's fun. Now, I want to remind you that we've got some cool new stuff from HelloFresh. HelloFresh is the #1 meal kit in America today, and I'm going to tell you how you can get 50% off in a second, but first I'm going to tell you what they do. They go do the grocery shopping, and you just pick what you want, and they're going to bring it to you, and they have recipe cards. The way it works is you pick the particular items you want, the particular dinners or lunches or breakfasts that you want, and some of these are done in 10 or 15 minutes and ready to go. Christie's going to tell us about some of the classics.
The mozzarella crusted chicken with blistered tomatoes and potato wedges. Doesn't that sound delish? There are 7 ingredients, and all you got to do is whip this together in 6 easy steps, and you've got a wonderful meal.
And you don't need a lot of time,
Nope.
and you don't have to waste your time at the grocery store. HelloFresh, once again, they do the shopping. Did I mention they do the measuring? They make it that simple. So join America's #1 meal kit today. Right now, 50% off plus 15% off for the next 2 months with the code 50BT Show. That's 50BT Show. Give yourself a helping hand in the kitchen with HelloFresh.com/50BT Show. More than 40 recipes every week. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. You put them together. Once again, it's HelloFresh.com/50BT Show. Coming up, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
Okay. Well, we were talking about
That's wonderful.
You fly all over the place. You work a lot with the comedian Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
So and you guys are always flying, but you're famous on this show for your discussion of flying.
Wow. I know a lot of comedians do the stuff about, airline, jokes about, everything from flying. And so this was just my experience was that I started to notice some of the pilots, there were those who didn't say anything to you really. They would just say, hey, how you doing? But then I had noticed the ones who love to talk and point out things and give you a little tour in the sky. And,
Sure.
And I always thought those were guys who were frustrated radio guys. They wanted to be on radio, There's your captain here in the cockpit. And they always sound so cool, so he always, first of all, he has to tell you he's in the cockpit. Like, where else is he going to be? Yeah, we know. We know. No, in the can right now. Just wanted to say hi. So if you guys don't form a line while I'm in here, please. So he's in the cockpit. Okay. And then they always tell you how many feet we're going up. I never understood why they had to share that with all of us. That's great. We're going up to 36,000 feet. You know what? I'm just a passenger. I'm not writing this stuff down. What did he say? 36,000 or 33,000? Because I need to know. Do you? Yeah. Right. And I want to know what the gauge says because this is, I can't see it. I mean, I need to know. So, he's given us all this information. We really don't need, as as passengers, all I know is, 36,000, 40,000. Just go high. That's all I really go above the trees and the mountains and clear that stuff. And I'm good.
Happy.
Yeah. Have a couple of drinks. And but then some of these guys I've noticed also will keep going. They're the ones who like to point out everything. For those who are sitting on the left side of the plane, if you look out your window, there's a cloud shaped like a duck.
Wow.
What? Oh, good. I'm glad he woke me up for that because, and of course, those people on the right side of the plane, they never get to see anything sometimes, right? They'll point out stuff. If you're on the left side, you can see the Grand Canyon. And if you're on the right side, you can look at the people looking at the Grand Canyon on the left side of the plane.
Fascinating.
So I just noticed those guys. So I started taking notes about what they would say, and it was just unbelievable. And then the funniest, or I guess it's not funny, is when a plane goes down, of course, they would look for the flight recorder, and I was always like, and they always thought, I always wondered, like, what do they expect to hear on this thing? The pilot's not cool enough to just explain what's happening, is he? Is he just going to, just hit a mountain? My fault. I was pointing out something to the people, and clip the wing, and
there you go.
Anyway, I know I sound cool right now, but I've just evacuated like you wouldn't believe. So I just want to apologize to everybody for spinning out of control. I just want to thank all our passengers for flying with us. We realized you had a choice in airlines, and you picked the wrong one. We're going right down.
We're going down.
We're going down. You're not going to get that. You're just
free drinks.
Right. Yeah. Free drink. Don't. Just hurry. Free drink. The cart should be flying around. Just reach up and grab something. Oh man, I don't know. I figured I guess when they find the thing, all they really hear is one big screaming.
Yeah, screaming.
Screaming curse. One big curse word all the way down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm sure. If I was on the plane going down, my last word would be, my wife would be going, she'd be saying, I love you, and I'd be going, sorry, honey, I'm going to have to curse with the pilot right now. I won't be saying I love you right now. But.
Jeff Roth Band.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course, hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
With us in the studio, comedian Doug Stanhope. I wanted to talk about something fairly mundane, actually, with Doug. You hate baseball. Am I correct?
Baseball players they look like cops so much. They're so they're so joyless.
Are you out of your mind?
But no, you watch any other sport and they're happy and they're pumping up the crowd, they're high-fiving, and baseball guys, they just look so joyless and smug, and they just sit there in the dugout and they look like cops. You know how someone gets pulled over, they have no registration, and you need 9 officers and they all stand around with their arms crossed and self-important looking. No joy in their face.
So what do you do during? Because I can tell you love.
I'll bet on baseball because I think that's the only reason people watch it is because it's the only thing on in the summer. I hate the.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christie Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin. He's in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Yeah.
Fresh from grabbing a cup of Joe, some 30 weight.
Oh, yeah.
He's Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Does anyone
Griswold.
still say cup of Joe?
I love it.
Sure.
We do here.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
30 weight, that's great, Chick. What else?
Yep.
Mud.
Little mud, yeah.
Remember the news story about the guy that they have the video of the guy climbing up on the counter and peeing into the office coffee maker?
Why would you bring that up?
You talk about a cup of Joe.
I think his name was Todd. You don't know.
There we go. Now things have gotten much prettier. It's Alli Breen joining us from her bedroom. Where are you,
Make
Alli?
your bed, girl.
I'm in an Airbnb. I'm out in Santa Fe. My friend's getting married this weekend, so I'm out for all the pre-festivities.
Are you in the wedding?
I'm not in the wedding, no, but it's a small wedding, and so they have like a lot of group stuff, like seeing some of Georgia O'Keeffe's, like, where
vagina
she
paintings.
Yeah.
No, it's a barn with a door that's open.
Okay, it's very.
Yeah.
It's a Rorschach test.
Very pink and fleshy.
Yeah, they're all very clitorary.
Yep, she was ahead of her time. First feminist icon.
That's a technical term for.
That's cool. I've heard Santa Fe's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
And you
really
might be able to see a very old Gene Hackman walking around. I think he lives there now.
Oh, does he live out?
Yeah.
Actually, in Santa Fe, I feel like a lot of the celebrities live in Taos.
I think.
I think Julie.
I think Mr. Hackman is in Santa Fe.
Often cited.
Now, are you there? Are you there solo, or did you take your boyfriend?
I dragged my boyfriend. He'll be with me.
Okay. Is he on strike right now?
Yep. Yeah. It's been a while. I think it's going to be a while to come, too.
You tell him to quit biting the hand that feeds him and do what those companies say. All right?
We should explain. Her boyfriend is an actor.
Yes.
And now, the way
that
the show
whole strike doesn't look like it's going to get solved soon.
Yeah. The way the show works is you can send letters to Alli Breen, ALLIBREEN. By letters, I mean communicate via social media. On various social media platforms, you'll find Alli, and people send us their love troubles. We try to fix them. What have you got?
Dear Alli, I've always wanted to have a threesome, and my wife of 11 years isn't into it. She indulges me by talking about it during sex, which is great. On my birthday this year, though, she told me as a gift she'd allow me to have a threesome, but just not with her. I think I can actually figure out how to do this, but should I beware? Is this a trap?
What?
Ooh,
don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
just
go do it. Now, I would recommend...
No, this is a test, and you failed, sir.
I would recommend do not do it with anyone she's ever met or will meet. Hire 2 prostitutes. That way it's completely professional.
That is a good call.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Never come back.
This will come up during every fight.
You're dead, pal. The day you try to not take the garbage out because of the rainstorm. Oh, well, maybe you can get to one of the 2 hookers. What were their names again?
No, you take the trash out for your whore. That's the way it goes.
There is a chance it could go that way.
Yeah.
But what if you just want it all the time after this?
That's what they say
talk about
is
it
the
all
issue.
the time to her, and then she's going to get annoyed.
Right.
And
I don't think he's going to want it all the time. It's too much work. It's hard enough to get one person happy, let alone 2.
Well, maybe
well,
for
if you pay him, they'll make it. So
do it and don't tell her.
Ooh.
Oh,
that's
I'm
a great
telling you,
idea.
The answer is don't be silly, honey. I don't want to have a 3-way. You failed the
Yeah.
test.
Yeah, say that, but then go do it.
No.
And not tell her?
Yes.
No.
He's going to do it.
No.
No, this guy's already decided he's doing it.
Just go ahead and get divorced then. Good luck.
Don't
You're
do
out
that.
she
of your
offered
mind.
it up. Just don't let her know who it is.
Do you think she really offered it up and she expected it would be okay if he said
Not really.
yes?
That's why I say do
Of
it and don't
course
tell
not.
her.
I would never say, well, go ahead, honey.
The guy's
go do
following
that.
my advice. I've already won this.
Okay.
You did.
He's gonna do it.
Let's move on to our next letter.
Dear Alli, my live-in girlfriend is really loud during sex. I love it, but apparently my neighbors don't. My condo association sent me a letter complaining about the noise.
No.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Also, they had a complaint in there about how she wears a thong at the community
Hey, Tom,
pool.
how'd the letter start?
Jeez.
Dear Tom! Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
They feel it's not appropriate as they want a family image. How do I tell this to her? I love where I live.
She's
but
wearing
obviously
A thong at the pool.
Oh, okay. Thong at the
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a beach.
You would think everyone would appreciate that.
Just show her the letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go, hey, honey, check this out. And you don't have to say whether you
For or
agree with
against
it or
it.
disagree with it. Just go, hey, look what we got.
What about the cutting down the noise? What are they suggesting for that?
Ball gags?
Sorry.
You know, that they were raised that question a long time ago when they invented ball games.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's
What's the time of day you're allowed to be loud? Like the
like the construction.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Just schedule
Right.
it during that time, and they can't say anything because it's
Well,
like
it
a
might interfere
lawnmower or
with their
something.
with their work.
Right.
Well, I work
Yeah.
from home. My boss got mad because I was banging Gloria at 3:50 during the leaf blower hour.
I should have turned off the Zoom, I guess.
The old condo HOA thing, man.
Oh,
Have you
Yeah.
seen
Are
the
they
video?
that
Have you seen the video online where the guy's in this Zoom call with his company and he doesn't realize his screen name is on, and it's butt. It's down in the corner.
It's what?
Butt
starts with
I can't
butt.
remember what it is. It's hilarious.
It's down in the corner. And I think a judge is talking to him.
Oh, my.
I think it's in a legal setting. Excuse me, sir. Do you think this is funny? He goes, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, boy.
You're coming
My
to-
brother John did that with Big Dick Daddy. And he said he had to change it so
So that was showing up.
It was showing up on his work Zoom. He sent us a screenshot.
That's hilarious.
That's
So
amazing.
his nickname was Big Dick Daddy?
He did it as a joke when he was Zooming like somebody else. And then he left it on when he had a work Zoom.
That's worse than tubing.
Oh, God.
I don't, all you can do
which
is
is worse? Yeah, that's
all you can do is
interesting.
show her the letter and then.
Yeah.
Okay. What else we got?
Dear Allie, I told my boyfriend of almost 2 years that we should give each other all of our passwords in case something bad ever happens. He made a joke like, LOL, should I be worried? What are you planning? And then he never agreed or came back to the subject. Sounds super sus. Now I want to snoop. What do you think's going on?
Oh.
Break up.
Do him a
Wait,
favor.
Yeah,
you guys
break up.
boyfriend,
Get out.
girlfriend,
Yeah, break
or?
up.
Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, he just has to make a master list and then make a password for that, put it in a lockbox, and if he does go, then you can have the passwords, but not any sooner. You know what I mean?
Well, she has to have the combo for the lockbox.
And
So she
that
can
will be
still
in
access
his
it.
will that she will have access to once he
Wow,
then
that's-
goes.
What is he hiding?
A lot of
My
paranoia
gosh.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tricky. Remember we had the guy in the air that said he could get into any computer. I guess this happens all the time. People die and they've got their laptops sitting there and they have to get in there.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I suppose. But she's thinking like there's an emergency. What would she have to find in?
I think she just thinks it's a trust thing. Like, hey, we've been together long enough. Let's trust each other with our passwords. Is probably actually what she's thinking.
I get
And
it.
he's like, no.
But bringing up that in case something happens, you can get where you need to go without passwords.
What do
if
I
that
need a
happens.
password for?
Like he can make, girl.
Banking. That would be something couples
Phone.
may want.
Yeah, I have a friend of a friend that passed away, and the contents of the computer were rather unfortunate.
Well, I don't have that to worry
I
about.
bet that happens a lot, I would think. I don't think anyone knows.
Yeah, but the problem is then now. This
That's
poor
your
gal,
last memory.
Yeah, this poor gal.
I know who you're speaking of. I think.
Thinking about that all the time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Turns out Grandpa really loved feet.
Or foot.
I see. Wow. Although it's sort of a.
That would be a surprise, wouldn't it? Ooh.
Who knew?
I mean, someone should make an app that deletes everything if you haven't been on it for like a week or something, just out of a.
That's really paranoid.
Safety for.
That's interesting, though.
What app?
Yeah.
What are people doing on their phones that I'm missing?
I don't know.
Man.
If it's that bad, tell your best friend. If something happens, here's the passwords.
Yeah.
Go in.
Delete everything.
Yeah.
What if you go out together?
That sucks.
Okay. Let's move on to something less morbid.
Yeah.
Alli Breen is our guest. You can reach her at ALLIBREEN. What have you got, Alli?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend takes me to the best restaurants, but then he tips horribly. We recently had a $250 dinner at the Palm, and he left a $20 tip. The waiter actually confronted him, and he said, hey, man, you haven't done anything more than if you brought me a burger and fries. This constantly happens, so I slip money to the waiters whenever I can.
This guy
I was a
sounds
waitress.
so cool, doesn't he?
Break up with that jerk.
That's brutal.
It is brutal. That speaks a lot about his character. Out.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Out.
Don't go to nice restaurants if you can't afford to tip.
Is she just trying to figure out how to address this?
Well, she says basically she loves him, but it's super embarrassing. What can she do?
Boy, that is kind of
Yeah, if you're going to take me out someplace fancy and you can't cover the tip because you think I shouldn't have to, then don't take me there. Just go to Wendy's or something, Taco Bell.
Cook at home.
Yeah.
Right.
But don't show off and then be a jerk about it.
And I'm sure the server who confronted him wasn't being rude. Just I was probably, hey, what can I apologize if I offended. Or wait,
was there
what
a
did I do?
problem?
Yeah, was there an issue?
I know you were here. This is your second time here. Were you able to taste the pubic hair in your?
Oh yeah.
I can imagine you don't feel like tipping, given the amount of semen you swallowed during your meal.
It was from my dog.
Yeah. No, but I assure you, he is a good boy.
That's sort of I don't know. His character needs a little work, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's move on. Alli Breen is reporting live from Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Hey, man, you didn't do anything more than bring me a burger, man.
Is your boyfriend lying there in the bed right now?
No.
He's taking a dumpski.
Out in the kitchen, getting coffee.
Okay. Well, I just looked. I
It does look kind of like a leg or something.
It looks like there's two legs there spread out, completely conked out.
What if we just saw him scratching his ass?
Blanket.
Half asleep, just.
That'd be amazing if his head just popped up.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking to?
maybe he could do a letter.
Yeah.
Dear
exactly.
Alli,
I don't know if he's allowed
I'm
to
in the
with
Bob and
this
Tom show. My girlfriend never shuts up.
Get back on. Let's get back on track.
Okay, I'm sorry, Alli.
Dear Alli, my girlfriend has a ton of followers on TikTok. Every time we go out and something happens, like if an Uber guy seems rude or she doesn't like the waiter at a restaurant, she tells them about her following and threatens to put them on blast. She says, what's the point of having followers if you can't use them? But I told her she's acting obnoxious. How do I make her stop?
You won't.
Nope.
She loves it.
Loves
She's
the attention.
Addicted.
Yep.
She has power now.
Man.
If you ever upset her, she will let all of her followers know.
She's an influencer.
Yes.
Yeah. No, is the state that she lives in is murder illegal? Yeah, get the hell out.
Oh my God.
It's an ego issue.
Just don't go back to those places if someone's rude. Why would you need to shout about it?
This is
You're
more
exactly
about,
right.
This is all about her. She wants to.
Just being.
I'm important. I can.
I show people how to do hairstyles and put on makeup.
Isn't that sort of helpful to some?
Absolutely. I watch them all the time. Constantly. Love them. Can't get enough.
There's tutorials for everything.
Yep,
Totally.
sure are.
You can learn how to put an engine in a car.
Watching people cut hair is so soothing. I don't know why. I absolutely love it.
Oh.
But I'm not influenced by their opinion in life. Like, I don't care. Cut hair.
You watch. Wait. You watch videos of people cutting.
Oh, yeah. They'll have it spliced together where they're cutting hair, split ends. It's very soothing. And then they can do these fancy cuts. And when you fluff it out, it's just like perfect.
That's
you know
not
what I
that
mean?
weird, Tom. When I go online, I look at people having sex with each other. So I'm not going to judge her for watching a haircut.
You find it very soothing.
I do, yeah. It's quite relaxing.
I know you were doing the other day, and I heard you scream out, "I know that guy," and the guy he's with.
Hey,
boy, those guys are buddies.
I was proud of my cousin.
I'm sorry, Alli. We're getting off track. What else have you got over there?
Quitter. Dear Alli, my fiance has a wild friend who, of course, is the one throwing him his bachelor party. I know he's going to try to pressure him into being crazy that night. Now, what are the rules here? Can I put limits on what happens or can I stop this completely?
No.
He's promising he'll be good and I have nothing to worry
He's
about.
lying. He'll have fun.
Ace, Pat,
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
Chick, is it fair for me to say that bachelor parties aren't nearly as crazy or wild as women think they are?
Not anymore.
They're
They
kind
used
of
to
lame.
be. They used to be pretty.
You think
bad.
so?
Tom, you want to pipe in here?
I can't go into all the details. I left.
I might not. I might
Have you
not
ever
eat egg salad again?
Have you ever been to a bachelor party where there was a prostitute?
Not me.
Nor I.
Are we on the air?
I've never even heard of that happening.
Yeah,
in real
fess
life.
up, guys.
Hey, Tom. Is Josh going to be on the show?
Josh, it was a different time. 25 years ago.
Also,
well, then that's
he's saying specifically this guy is crazy. Like, so if you have a wild friend, he's going to throw a wild party.
Don't worry about it.
Usually the entertainment has security with them of some sort.
Exactly.
And the last bachelor party I went to, the entertainers, there were two of them, got a little bit over the top in their entertaining.
How so?
With each other?
Each other, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. But nothing, the groom wasn't going to do anything.
No.
Yeah.
Unless he had enough money.
Yeah.
That's
The
probably
one I
key.
went to was so depressing. The father of the bride was. I can't.
Don't start talking about this.
You know that one.
I know. That's why I said don't
What'd he do?
start
What'd the
talking
father of the
about
bride
this.
do?
Yeah, what happened? I'm dying
he
to know
couldn't
now.
do anything until the egg landed on his face.
And that's why I won't have egg salad.
How about that?
I got a lot more questions.
No, they're awful. Don't go.
They're not.
What's the worst that happens at a strip club? They bring you up on stage and spank you.
Exactly, yeah.
Or he might get a lap dance.
Get a wedgie or
Not
something.
that big of a. Yeah, it sucks. They beat the hell out of you. Because I've been a best man, and they really kick the crap out of the best man, too.
Oh.
See,
I
this
hate
guy's
it.
throwing the
Aren't
party
there
for
back
himself.
room activities, or is that not a real thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Even at strip clubs.
Yeah, don't they have that kind of thing?
Maybe
Or
maybe I've gone to milder bachelor parties, but no, nothing really happens.
Well, the Ramrod Lounge tends to have a different clientele. We have time for one more quick letter, Alli.
Do we? Okay,
Yes.
super.
Dear Allie, I started dating my husband when he was married. Now I'm constantly worried he's cheating on me, even though he assured me he never would.
Atta girl.
We never went to therapy or really addressed any of this. How can I trust him?
Eeks.
Well.
Just maybe talk about it.
Yeah. Keep asking him about it every day.
Yeah.
Wait, so did he cheat before?
Exactly.
Yeah, with her.
With her.
I mean, it sounds like yeah, with her. Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, so now she's worried.
Maybe he really loved you, and that's why he did it, so you could be together.
That's right. Remember this.
I'm sure that's what he's saying.
People don't ever change. Okay? Remember that.
Okay, well, on that fine note, do you have a special dress you picked out for this wedding?
I do. It's supposed to be Santa Fe formal, so I have like a sundress and cowboy boots. Looks like a real cowgirl.
I love that's
Yeah.
a cool
Santa
look.
Fe formal. Boy, I was.
Yeah. It's an outdoor wedding, and I think we have to do a little climbing to get to where we're going.
What's the weather like?
Hot, very hot.
Oh.
That'll be nice.
Could you try on that dress for us?
Climb up on this.
Get those boots on.
Hang on, Cookie's got a question here. What do you got?
I'd like to see the dress before you go to the wedding.
A lot of BO. I like that in a woman.
Do you have a cowgirl hat?
I don't have a cowgirl hat. I wonder if it's going to go that direct. Maybe I should get one.
You'll have
Maybe.
fun.
Yeah, all that sun in your face.
Yeah, you need a hat.
You're so
Maybe you should
fair
feign,
hair.
feign illness and get the hell out of there. That's what I do.
Say hi to Gene Hackman for us. Thanks, Alli.
Bye,
I will.
Allie.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Right now, I want to talk about.
Can you think of anything worse to have to do right now than go to a wedding? Next to a proctology. Let me tell you about Raycon earbuds, everybody. The everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're doing and listening to. They feature noise isolation and awareness mode. You can listen anywhere. Let's say you have to go to a wedding and you're back in the crowd. You can slip your earbuds in and not have to worry about anything. With Raycons, you don't have to hear anything either. All you get is beautiful music. 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, or podcast. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 78,000 5-star reviews. School's back in session, and that means Raycon is having their annual back-to-school sale. For a limited time, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 20% off the already low price of Raycons. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Now, if Alli Breen gets a cowboy hat, if she wears it backwards, does that make her a reverse cowgirl? just asking for a friend.
You pervert.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Brian Johnson, first, the lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have a good time tonight, right?
Hey, matey, we're going to roast up Sean and give him a nice concert. I go down and have it. He can like it. Yeah. He goes.
Sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing the hokey pokey. Goes, I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club and he's doing a benefit. And so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this jazz. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to bring you out. And like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come and he come and get you and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage and I get engulfed in the show. Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow. They're playing Shoot to Thrill. The floor is rocking. Next song. Back in black. Wow. Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song, it's silent for like an hour, for about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, I'm playing house bells. Place is ready to riot. And the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells. All right. I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is gonna go up.
Oh my God.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
A Vietnamese man who was thought to have had the world's longest hair has died. Had that word been penis, I think it would have been a much more interesting story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, just change it. Do the story and use penis.
It's creative licensing.
You want me to, wherever the word hair is, say the word penis?
There you go. Now we're on to something.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Don't use the word penis. Use the word
Johnson.
Wang?
Wanker?
Wang?
Yeah, Wang. He's Vietnamese. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wang.
The exact length of Tran Van Hayes.
Wang.
Could I read the story?
Sorry.
That's not correct.
That's not correct?
Can I read the story, please?
Go ahead.
Now you know how I feel.
If you'd let me finish, you'd.
No, we're not.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Why are you looking at me snottily? She's running her pie hole over there.
If you'd let me finish, you'll find out why.
All right.
The exact length of Tran Van Hayes' unwashed.
Unwashed.
You know what?
You know what? You
just can't resist, can you?
You did just shove in a little easy.
Let me tell you what.
I'm not going to let him get this story.
This will be. I apologize. You were exactly right.
See, if I say the exact length of Tran Van Hayes.
Could you read that sentence again, please? Go ahead, read it again.
Completely
read it again.
We're now, once again, we are substituting the word wang for the word hair.
All right.
I am reading word for word.
Go ahead.
The exact length of Tran Van Hayes' unwashed dong. I'm sorry. The exact length of Tran Van Hayes' unwashed wang was unclear.
Well,
but some
it's hard to tell with all the dirt on it.
Some estimates put it as long as 6.8 meters. Now, Christy, that's
6.8
It's like 18 feet.
That's like 20 feet.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It's literally just water.
Mouth it.
Mouth it? Has that been throwing you guys off? Like, I've been told that when I drink out of bottles that I really, like, wrap my whole mouth around them or whatever. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what people are talking about.
How we doing, fellas?
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Actually, I'm doing a CNN interview at 10, or else I'd go with him. I'm doing Larry King. First time. I'm very
Larry?
excited. Yeah, I just want him to go, Saskatchewan, hello! Can you turn down the electric blanket? I can't turn off the fan above the oven. I go, you know what we're going to do, Larry? We're going to try to get your shoulders a little higher. Can you do that? Why are my suspenders so tight? Because they don't go around your Larry. That's why they go. See, if you let them go, the shoulders will do that. You won't look like you look like a vulture in heat. Muncie, hello. Question for the skinhead.
But it's strange living back in America. I mean, America's like a foreign country to me in a lot of ways.
Why?
I don't know. Things are weird. I have friends that don't eat bread anymore. Everybody's on a low-carb diet.
Well.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hey, it's comedian Roy Wood.
Roster in a few minutes.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christie Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Jessica Alsman is here.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
You want to start over this morning? Do it all again?
There's Ace Cosby.
He's revved up.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick. A couple quick things. I want to congratulate the first winner, the winner of week 1 of the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. And our winner is, thank you, Mike Fullington of Rockwall, Texas. And he got all of them right except for one. He didn't get the
Thursday night game.
And then he won the tiebreaker. Two people had 15 out of 16
That's
games.
awesome.
Is that correct?
That's hard the first week, too. You have no idea what's going to happen.
And so you can get in on a week 2 right now. Just get it in before Thursday evening and make your picks. You don't have to go against the spread. And by the way, is Mike going to be our guest tomorrow on the shoe-in of the week?
Got me.
Okay. When we have the shoe, we're hoping to have Mike join us.
I hope he invites me to Lake Ray Hubbard. I'd like to fish that right there.
Would you?
Rockwall, yeah.
All right.
The Ray Hubbard?
Not Ray Wiley Hubbard. Just Ray Hubbard.
Old mother's kid.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, it's time now to review what happened in the world of history.
Time now to review what happened in the world of history. Here's Tom with Today in History.
Actually, you know what? That lake may be named after Ray Wiley Hubbard. Why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be?
Happy birthday to,
yeah, any name would do.
Milton Hershey.
Oh,
sure.
The Hershey chocolate baron.
Chocolate tycoon.
Sure.
Oh, not the inventor of butt sex?
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Not the highway guy.
I don't know. Doesn't everything smell like Hershey's chocolate in Hershey, Pennsylvania?
Not butt sex.
Pop up, Charlie. Worked
He's
for
famous
Hershey.
for saying, yeah, can I go up the me highway? Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. That's boring. Oh, this is a good one.
What was more? What do you think was
What
more?
if it's going to be fascinating?
Yeah, it's going to be like Alexander Graham Bell's mother or something. Go ahead.
Elton John releases Candle in the Wind.
That's important. It's a great song. Love that song.
Well, that was on Yellow Brick Road, so what? Never mind. Go ahead.
What about the happy birthday going out to Jacqueline Bisset?
Oh, The Deep.
Famous scene in the movie The Deep. The only reason to go see that movie. You watch the credits.
That and the eel.
Lou Gossett getting his head crunched. That's pretty
come
good.
on.
Somewhat embarrassing.
I'm a member of the Lou Gossett Appreciation Society. I will not have you.
Now, Ace Cosby, did you send your card to Dave Mustaine yet? From Megadeth or Metallica?
I forgot.
Okay, it's his birthday. Born in 61. Tyler Perry, born in 1969.
Tyler Perry's Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
That guy's 69. He looks like he's in his 40s.
Yeah.
Maybe 30s.
Yeah, man.
He was born in 69.
Born in 69.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misheard.
Well, no, so that makes him 60, 50, something.
Makes them closer to
54?
what I thought.
54.
I'll need a sound effect for this one.
this
Law,
on?
Law and Order premiered on NBC in 1990.
Bong, bong, hilarious.
Gavel.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The Beatles won their first Grammy when they released the song Yesterday in 1965.
Can't have a day without a Beatles fact.
Michelangelo began working on the statue of David.
Hack.
You think he called him Dave? I got to go work on Dave, huh? I'll be back.
Polish old Davy.
Yeah.
Who's still in the Navy.
Did he ever do Goliath?
No, he never did make Goliath.
Didn't get around to it.
Didn't have a big piece enough.
You remember?
Marvel?
You remember Goliath's voice of Davy and Goliath? Davy. Well, dogs probably wouldn't speak that well, I guess.
Yeah.
But you could tell what they were saying. Yeah.
And Oprah gave away 276 cars to her studio audience on this date in 2004. Got a car for you and for you and for you. You get a tax bill. You get a tax bill.
Didn't she retire? Go away.
Okay, all right. And then we can review what we learned on today's show now?
Yes, we can if you say so. We started with I Hope You Die from John Wayne. And one of you said that's a great song.
It's one of my favorites.
All right, sure.
Of all songs.
Apple's iPhone 15 whipped out yesterday. Available, I guess you can order tomorrow or Friday. Start ordering Friday, I guess.
And it's got the, what is it?
I know, it's another wonderful camera that you can see through the wall.
No, the big news is it's no longer the famous lightning cord. Lightning, you got to have the, what is it, SP?
USB-C.
I'm real worried about
You are
USB-C.
really worried about this.
I'm just saying there's going to be a landfill with 10,000.
Not everybody's going to get rid of their current phone.
This has gone a lot more casually than you think it's gone.
Yeah.
Everything at my house is USB-C right now except my iPhone.
Right.
And I don't know.
Your laptop, your iPad.
Yeah, everything.
Your AirPods.
Samsung
anything.
phones already use USB-C.
Yes, Tom, my butt plug, all of it. USB-C. I knew you wanted to ask, and you were going to be a gentleman about it.
Well, first of all, congratulations on the tight fit. That is impressive.
Well, you got to have it. You got to get measured for it. You got to have a tailor
first.
Yeah.
You got to relax a little.
I'll be behind the couch. Josh was emotional watching Ninja Warrior.
Love it. Love that show. Thank you to NBC for continuing to air it. It's a wonderful dose of
Are
positivity.
the commentators there, or are they in a studio?
They're there, but some of the commenting must occur when things aren't actually going on.
We came up with a new invention today. It was called a cock pocket.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's a pocket.
Mark is trying to get you in trouble.
It's called it's a portmanteau, whatever it is. It's a cocket.
Christie
That's my fault.
wears a jacket that has breast pockets.
Then we started talking about the penis pocket, and that led us
It's
to
a cocket.
Yes.
Portmanteau, is that how you pronounce it?
Sure, but
I think I'm going to do a portmanteau.
Sure. Tom had a family meeting last night, and he thinks he really got a lot accomplished. I'd like to hear everybody else's thoughts on that. From that.
Robert's rule of order. We called it to order, adjourned the meeting. We had votes. It was great. Oh, thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at Bob.